I remember the second World Cup, Garincha carried him. A guy with like a 5 centimeter taller leg than the other one. Like handicap.
That they go to work in the morning as electricians. They play football.
Nah,
Man, it's a layoff. See, man, it's a layoff. It's a layoff for the midfielders.
the port right now don't know if he's French or Spanish.
Yes, you're coming to Yes. Yes. Are you there, bro?
Hello.
Oh man.
Yo guys, the kid, guys, we're back in here, back in the game, giving you and here to give you the greatest little hangout that you guys have ever seen in your whole freaking life, man. So guys, man, the big news. We're gonna have to talk about Abramovich, Poland, and the different sanctions towards Russia. We cannot ignore it because football has been affected by the events happening in Ukraine and Russia. So that is going to be the topic that we're going to kick things off with. We're going to talk a little bit also as well about your boy CR37, man. Should he be to blame? He's 37 years old, but more specifically United. Have United finally used up all of their luck and all of their juju? And are United now going to have to rely on winning the UCL to get back into the Champions League with them drawing to 19th place Watford? We'll touch upon Tottenham. We'll talk about Bielsa. We'll talk about Rodri. Another big story as well, Vlahovic. Vlahovic is looking freaking amazing. And the way things are looking in the Serie A, things are looking real sketchy. Things are looking real sketchy right now in the Serie A because the way things are looking right now, bro, Juve could win this league. And if Juventus win this league, someone needs to get inducted. Someone or something needs to get inducted. And then we'll obviously end things up with our views and thoughts on the big Carabao Cup final between Chelsea and Liverpool. Guys, remember, we're almost at 25k subs. So if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Feel free to please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the hub and home of football analysis, which of course is the Half Hope Football Hub, man. So, and remember, if there's anything you want to add to the discussion, feel free. Send in a super chat. We call them dubs here, and please make the super chats either funny or related to the topic that we're talking about, and then things can be going all well. So, guys, man, how is everybody doing, man? How is everyone doing, bro?
We're doing good.
Doing great, man.
Good, man.
All right. Yasir, why are you here? Yasir side, why are you here? Okay, don't worry. I'll probably try and throw him out soon. So, guys, I think there's only one place to start here because I think this was pretty much this was breaking news. It was breaking news, and there was no way for us to ignore this right now because it was a big time statement from your boy, man. So where are we at right now? It's called 4:30. So Abramovich, man, Bram. So in case you guys don't know, things have been heating up right now. In the what you call it, in Ukraine. And your boy Bram, he has released a statement where he says that he's going to be stepping away. He's going to be stepping away from proceedings with regards to Chelsea, because I believe that because Abramovich is linked in with Putin, and the UK government have been trying to put things in place to try to restrict people involved with your boy Roman. So I want to actually look at the statement because I think that the statement is very interesting to look at. So let me bring up the statement, so let's have a nice read through of this whole statement. So this is a statement from Bram. During my nearly 20-year ownership of Chelsea FC, I've always viewed my role as a custodian of the club, whose job it is ensuring that we are successful as we can be today, as well as build for the future, while also playing a positive role in our communities. I've always taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart. I remain committed to these values. That is why I'm today giving trustees of Chelsea's charitable foundation the stewardship and care of Chelsea FC. I believe that currently they're in the best position to look after the interests of the club, players, staff, and loans. Now, everybody went all crazy and says, oh my gosh, is Chelsea being sold? Is he giving away Chelsea? Is not Chelsea up for sale? And I've just been looking at different reactions, people giving different thoughts and everything. And I believe that rather than this just being, a sale or so forth, I think Abramovich has played this in a very coy way. So what this is this is again this is just what I understand. So the UK and Boris Johnson is trying to freeze the assets of every Russian business person within the UK. Because they're going to do anything in the UK. So any Russian business or business person within the UK with links to Putin, they're trying to stop and freeze all of their assets. So Abramovich is saying that because they're freezing an asset and Chelsea is an asset, if I remain a custodian, they could legitimately harm proceedings with Chelsea and with all the money flow and everything that's happening within Chelsea Football Club. Because that's interesting, because would they still try to? Because yes, he owns Chelsea, but Chelsea still falls under the English Premier League. So I wonder how far they would have gone. So you say, rather than affect Chelsea, he's just going to step away in a temporary vision. But as I said on my video, I don't know how temporary that can be, because we all know how this Ukraine war is going to end. It's going to end, unfortunately, with a Russia victory. And after that, we'll now have to deal with the fallout. And one of those fallouts will be, if it is a Russia victory, there's going to be a massive domino effect within the pieces in Europe. And I don't see how Abramovich, with ties to Putin, is going to still be able to be a custodian of Chelsea with Europe and now have to now bring up retaliations, because I just think that a lot of Russian businesses or anyone involved with Putin is going to feel the brunt of the UK government, French government, and so forth. So it's all popping off, man. It's all popping off. So let me come to Osasuna with this, man. So Osasuna, man, you hear this whole thing with Abramovich and all that is happening with Russia and so forth. What is your take here? Do you think football and politics should be separate, or do you think it is right what the UK are doing, getting involved in with what Abramovich is doing? Because again, I don't know what links Abram has to Putin, because I can't go off Wikipedia and Facebook. But what's your view on this, Osasuna?
I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done much research with regards to Chelsea. I've mostly just been following the general news. I think overall, like, football, there are more important things than football, right? We watch football because it's an escapism, and it's an event, but it's obviously people's lives are more important than football. And if UEFA feels that whatever they're doing is going to pressure Russia into not doing whatever, or if they feel that their actions are going to make Russia act in a different way, then sure. But in my opinion, I mean, what is seizing Roman's assets going to help? What was that? I mean, to be fair, what is that going to? I don't exactly know how that would affect Russia.
It won't. It won't do anything. But you've got to be shown to do some things, maybe put pressure. But it's not going to stop Putin for what he's doing. But
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I just think that in the end, it has to be done. Like, it's a thing of the public image. The PR is going to get to you at a certain point. This was obviously going to happen with Roman. Like, sooner or later, he was going to have to leave. And yeah, I think it was inevitable. Whether it's right or wrong is another thing. Personally, if Roman has ties to Putin, he has ties to Putin. It is what it is. He shouldn't have assets in Chelsea for now, at least, until this gets solved. But and to be fair, it is also unfair on Chelsea fans that, like, it's not their fault, right? That the Russia is trying to start a war here. So it's a bit of a mix. But I think overall, what's going on is just inevitable anyway.
Delta, what about you? What's your take on this, bro? Delta.
Yeah, man. Look, from from my perspective, I think Russia in game, Putin is certainly obsessed with reclaiming the former Soviet states back. I think he's always been obsessed with that, and he wants a legacy to rebuild a Russian empire. Basically, he wants a legacy for his country, and for sure, and rewrite like the geopolitical map, which would keep NATO at bay. Look, I don't know if you remember about the Cuban Missiles crisis. The United States was ready to go with a world war with Russia over missiles that Russia sent to Cuba. And I think that's what Putin is feeling like with NATO, that Ukraine wants to be part of NATO. And he feels like it's a threat to Russia and it's a threat to the Soviet Union, because after all, Putin has said that the Soviet Union, he is a Soviet patriot, and he wants to reclaim what, Romania, all these Eastern European countries, the Baltics, he wants them to be back in the Soviet Union. So in regards to what's happening with Roman Abramovich, I feel bad for him, man. He's like stuck in this whole thing, because I'm not sure like if he even knew Putin. I don't think anybody expected Putin to basically invade the whole of country of Ukraine. So I kind of feel bad for him. Like he's stuck right now. Like he has no other option to do. And I'm not going to entirely say it's his fault.
Because see, that's an interesting point that you raised, because it's like, it's a tricky one. Because let's just say, for example, because again, this is all the political games that have been played. Let's just, for example, Roman Abramovich. Okay, yeah, I'm friends with Putin, but I had no idea he was going to invade Ukraine. And if you were to ask me, I'd say, no, that's a crazy idea. But the UK are like, how can we, which is why I don't know what the point of doing this is. Now, if you can prove that Abramovich's funds and money have been used specifically to invade Ukraine, fair game. But if you can't prove that and you're just doing it to try to put pressure onto Putin, I don't know how stopping, apart from this just being virtue signaling and just being known to be doing something, I don't know what actual thing this can do to stop the issue in Ukraine right now, of stopping any of these so-called businesses. Because if you can show me that you doing this to Abramovich or to any Russian business person is going to stop happening in Ukraine, then please go ahead and do it, because we all want space. We want this to stop. But maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't know how this will stop Putin from doing what he's already doing, because he already has what he already has. Now, is there a link between? So that's where I'm going at with this board.
I think what Putin wants is, every single country that has become a NATO member, the United States will have its army bases and the embassies in that country. And what Putin doesn't want is United States embassy by the border of Russia. And I think this would have stopped. This would have been all but never happened if Ukraine agreed to not become a NATO country. But President Zelensky is, he's stubborn. He's basically as stubborn as Putin. He didn't even want to evacuate. He's in his country and he's defending Kiev. He's defending all these great cities in Ukraine to stop the Russian invasion. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I mean, Russia, it's not as I expected it to be. I thought Russia would take over Kiev in 2 to 3 days, but right now the Ukrainians are unexpectedly putting a great fight. So let's see, man. It's heartbreaking, honestly, to see a world war, potentially a world war, because this could go on for months,
But specifically, do you think that it is right what the UK are doing to Abramovich in terms of doing this to Abramovich to put pressure onto Putin? Do you feel that it is right what the UK are doing?
No, I don't think it's right, because Abramovich has nothing to do with it. He's not out there fighting Ukrainians and killing innocent civilians. I mean, it's completely unjustified to freeze him, and it's like I said, he's stuck. He has absolutely no clue what he's gonna do right now.
Yes, society. Is your mic working there, bro?
Yes, it is.
So talk to me, man. Abramovich. Obviously, he's been attacked, assets being freezed because of his links with Putin. Is it right or wrong what the UK are doing in trying to squeeze him out? Because obviously, it's obvious that they've been doing that because hence why he's taking it away for jobs. So do you think it is right that the UK is saying, yo, if you're involved with Putin, boom, well, we're going to freeze all of your assets, stop everything that you're doing, and really try to put pressure upon you?
I mean, HH is difficult to say because I'm gonna say
What's
this
his
right.
involvement? So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. HH, I don't like politics, so I don't like to get involved in politics in general.
Yeah, no, sorry, yes. Do you know what? I say this everything. Three things there's no point in talking about: politics, religion, and the vaccine.
But then one thing I'll say is that I feel like is anyone who believes that Roman Abramovich money isn't somehow some way involved in the military of Russia, I feel like is very naive. I mean, I just generally feel like
Oh no, but yes, be very clear. Is there evidence that, for example, let's just say, let's say that I'm a billionaire, and I give you, because we're friends, yes, we're like really good friends, and I give you 10 billion just because we're friends. 5 years later, you use 7 billion to go and invade a country. Am I still to blame? I gave you 10 billion just out of courtesy. I never gave you 10 billion with the intention of you going to use it to build an army to attack somebody. I just gave it to you because, well, we're mates. Hey, take the money. We're good friends. So should I still be blamed? Now, I should be blamed if I said, oh, yeah, bro, half up, man. I need this 7 billion because I need to build some tanks. Oh, bro, take this money so I can help, so you can help build those tanks. Then I'm to blame. So even if he has used his money to do this, if Abramovich didn't know that his money was being used for doing that, can he still be guilty?
I mean, you make a good point, HH. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but that being said, is like, you can't have it both ways. You can't in a way. I mean, I don't have any evidence of this, but the reason why Roman Abramovich is actually getting sanctioned is because somehow, some way, his money is involved. Regardless of what Putin is doing with his money is involved. And what these guys are trying to do is they're trying to put sanction and prevent Roman Abramovich money.
Oh, wait, no. Yes, we don't know that fully. What
Yeah,
is happening?
we don't. But then that's that's the point, though, HH. Or else it doesn't make sense.
Yes, you have to be clear here.
Yeah.
What the UK is doing is any kind of sanctions are just sanctions.
Yeah.
Whether you're involved or not, is what they're doing is every Russian business is now getting harmed. You don't have to be involved or not, because what they're doing is putting pressure on Peter. So if they say, oh, I had nothing to do with this, no, I know you had nothing to do with this, but you have to suffer because of what he's doing. Because we have to make every single piece of Russian business, anything that suffer to put pressure on Putin to stop. So it's not really about, oh, because you're involved, not so whether you're involved or not. Because yes, we're now going to go on to what Poland, what UEFA
Lewandowski,
and what Poland are doing, and with the so, bro, and so people who are not even involved are still suffering because it's all about anything Russian is now getting sanctioned and pulled down to put pressure on Putin. We'll continue.
No. I mean, I 100% agree, and I stated before I speak, I said I don't know much about any of this in terms of the political aspect of it, but from what I've read and from what I've seen, I just, it's hard for me to believe that somehow, some way, Roman's money is not involved in the Russian army. That's just all I'm saying, and I feel like at this point is like the whole idea is to prevent is somehow, some way, stop this war. And and this is what they're doing. This is what they decided to do. They decided to do the sanctions, and they decided to pretty much affect the money aspect of it. Whether it's right or wrong, I really can't say.
I don't feel like it's a really necessary option, to do sanctions, because if you guys remember back in 1939 when Hitler first invaded Poland, everybody thought it was going to be it. But a year later, he started to invade France. So you can't say Putin is just going to stop from Ukraine. He's probably going to invade other Eastern European countries or Central European countries. What if Poland is after Ukraine? So putting sanctions on him, it won't be enough. I mean, he already said Russia is immune to sanctions anyway.
But PSG Delta, all I'm saying is, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I don't dispute any of this, but all I'm saying is, guys, Russia is still Russia. Russia still is a nuclear power. Like this is one of the biggest. They have one of the biggest military in the world. You have to do something, and this is the decision a lot of the NATO allies and the United States decide to do, and this is what they're going with. And is at the end of the day, even if it's not effective, everyone's gonna get hit.
But no,
I,
yeah, no.
you
I mean,
know,
look, see, be clear here. You have to do something because doing something is better than doing nothing. And I think what everybody is doing is anything Russian is going to suffer. So anything that Putin is linked with in any way, we're trying to now cipher. So whether Putin is linked in any way, but more so Russia, because Putin represents Russia, and Putin is doing this in the name of Russia. So what they're doing is anything business like linked in with Russia to any other country, we're going to now cut that off. Because the more and more that we now cut Russia off and so forth, and we now sort of make it difficult for any Russian businessman overseas to operate, the more pressure that we can put onto Putin to say, bro, is this worth it going ahead doing this? Because you're now seeing how inextricably linked you are to various parts of the world. Because again, Chelsea, this is a big thing for things. So you're now harming the businesses of your friends. So this could be a case of like, bro, Abramovich could be like, man, this is a huge thing for me. Yo, Putin, bro, I'm getting my business is getting messed up. Yo, Putin, I can't do anything here. Yo, Putin, I can't do anything in here. So if all these guys say we're all getting screwed over, hopefully now I'll put pressure and say, Putin, is this worth you going ahead if every country is making it difficult for any Russian to do any business and actually have a livelihood outside of Russia?
But I mean, look, I think he already pre-planned the sanctions were gonna be there. I mean, he wouldn't have invaded into the first place. He knew they were gonna sanction him, but he thought it was worth it, taking Ukraine back into the because Ukrainians, after all, are Russians. I mean, Russians do come from Ukrainian origin, so he feels like these two people are the same, and he doesn't want NATO to become part of Ukraine. So it's
PSG Delta. Just going back to the Roman Abramovich aspect of it, I've always I might be a lot of people, different people might have different opinions, but I definitely believe that Roman always had a good intention when it comes to Chelsea Football Club. He really cares about Chelsea Football Club. So what even like reading his statement, it just shows you that Roman is in a way is not trying to initially protect himself. He's trying to protect the club. So what he did is what he did was like, I don't want the club to be effective. So I'm gonna make this move and kind of like not in a way
just
for temporary step away.
Yeah.
So right now what he's doing is he's just trying to protect the club because at the end of the day, Roman has the ownership of Chelsea Football Club, but then a lot more people are going to be affected by it. There's still people, the fans and all the people that's involved in Chelsea as well. It's not just only Roman Abramovich. And he said in the statement where he said, "I always when I came to Chelsea, I always knew that I was just custodian. That's the way I always viewed Chelsea Football Club."
Okay.
So yeah.
Abdul, your thoughts on this whole Abramovich thing, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
HH, I don't really like to talk about politics when it comes to football.
Okay, sorry, Abdul. Before you go, I'm glad you brought this up, guys. This is not a political channel. This is a football channel, and like Delta, I do actually appreciate you bringing up these different points and so forth, which I think it's good to have a backdrop and so forth. But Delta, I say again, three things: politics, religion, the vaccine. There's no point in discussing these things. So that's why I want us to focus on the topic at hand, which is Abramovich. And is it right what they're doing to Abramovich? Because once it now starts getting into the details of Ukraine and Russia, it gets very murky.
I think it's interesting because you do sometimes think like clearly football are getting involved because you see Man City players today wearing the Ukraine flag and no to war. We unfortunately live in a time, HH, where businesses, people, they only seem to care about what's either affecting them or what is close to them.
No,
Because
but Abdul, because I know exactly where you're going with this. I know
no, no,
exactly
no.
where,
Wait, let
where
me
you're
just
going
finish
with
my
this, and
point.
it's like,
Let me just finish my point. Because, and it's sad because for me, the way I view it is either you do it for all or you don't do it at all. That's how I view it, because otherwise there's gonna be hypocrisy. And the sad part is like not to bring it up, I don't want to talk about it, but like the whole thing in China, there's been nothing spoken about it, nothing done about it. Why? Because it doesn't really affect people in Europe. It doesn't affect UEFA, and it's not really close to Europe. It's far, far away. And let's be honest, like I thought about something, and let's like be honest with me when I ask you this question. If there weren't many black people in Europe, and if there weren't many black people in England, do you really think they would have done the whole Black Lives Matter thing in Premier League? I don't think they would have.
no way. Why? No,
Yeah.
but see, Abdul, but this is what you have to understand here. And a wise man once said, basically, I don't know whether you guys watch the Joe Budden podcast, but there's a guy on there called Ice, and he said this thing, and this is profound. Everybody's a hypocrite. People like to act they're not. We're all hypocrites. We like to think we care about everybody. We care about the human race. No, we don't. We care about culture, ethnicity. We care about people. We care more about people that look like us than those that don't. So, because this is a European problem, a European issue, it hits a lot harder than what could ever happen in Palestine or what could happen in Nigeria or any other place. When that whole SARS thing was happening, where the government was clamping down on innocent civilians in Nigeria, yeah, it had a few handshaking here and there, but it wasn't that big a deal. It didn't go into football or anything. It was okay, that's just in there. Palestine and Israel, yeah, but it's complicated and also because Israel. But with this, though, because it's a European nation and so forth, it affected, it's different because it's Europe and people are European.
Exactly.
So
it's close. It's close.
it's close. So I, as a European, will care more about a European being harmed than an African being harmed or someone in the Middle East being harmed. So.
But if we take it back to Roman
to
Abramovich,
though,
I think.
Do you think it is right to do that? Because see, I think it's because I'm looking at the comments here and everything. And people are like, "Oh my gosh, leave Chelsea aside and everything." Guys, I'm trying to be objective here. Be clear here. This issue means a lot more than fishnet ball. And I've always said, if you can prove to me that Abramovich is funding and fully linked in with Putin, bro, sanctions.
Can I speak on this Roman thing quickly?
I don't give a damn. The heck?
Yeah. But, can you hear me, by the way? Yeah, so when it comes to the Roman thing, I'm going to find it interesting now what's going to happen, because it is clearly stated like he's going to remain the owner of Chelsea Football Club. So what I'm wondering is, are other clubs going to be willing to do business with Chelsea Football Club knowing that it's a Russian-owned football club? Because the thing with it is that I find weird and bizarre is it's very selective. And where do the boundaries go when it comes to boycotting? Is it everything Russian that's being boycotted? Is it everything with a Putin connection that's being boycotted?
I mean, they boycotted some vodkas, like Russian vodkas.
Yeah, so are we now boycotting everything Russian in Europe? Because if that's the case, I think it's gonna be some serious shit.
Abdul, if that's the case, because see, when we now get there, people have to understand there's a real knock-on effect. Because if that gets there, go check your energy prices, your petrol prices, and cost for things. Because now you know how linked we are a lot more than we truly think. Because, you're going to say, fine, because remember, you need us for X, or you need us for Y. And you know that we can give you X for this. Now, if you now say you're going to cut us off, we're not going to cut you off. And that will have a knock-on effect that we will all feel. with the rising costs of specific things.
Yeah,
that are somehow
but
linked in with
HH, when
Russian
you
companies.
take it
So
back to Chelsea, do you think by Roman saying, you know what, I'm stepping back, do you think it will be enough to remove the Russian links? Because I mean, he's still owning the club. How do you think other clubs are gonna view
say
it?
Abdul? That's what I think is probably going to happen.
Yeah,
I think this is what
I
I
think it's
think will
finished,
happen.
bro. I think he's trying to do this, but I don't think it will work long term, HH,
No,
because
but see, I would say because this is what I think. Again, I may be wrong. We don't know. Nobody can say the future. I believe, unfortunately, that Russia will take over Ukraine because they are far too much of a superpower. Once that happens, I just don't see Abramovich remaining the owner of Chelsea, because what you're going to see is something similar to the Cold War, where a lot of Europe is going to just completely annex anything Russian.
I agree.
And therefore, whether it's the FA or so forth, will try to put into play and say, bro, you're going to have to sell this. Because, yes, you own Chelsea, but Chelsea still falls under the guise of the English Premier League. And we don't want anything Russian linked in with anything English. And the Premier League is one of England's most prime assets. So I think eventually it will just not be conducive for Abramovich to still remain the owner of Chelsea.
Yeah, and if you're saying that he's gonna have no power or no say in the football club, that's not a long term fix. You know what I mean? Like you are eventually gonna need an owner that can be actively running the club. You know what I mean? I mean, even the whole. I mean, you're saying that we don't have no proof that he has worked with Putin directly. You know, but apparently there is. Like I think HH to be a Russian multi-billionaire in Russia, HH. I don't think you can do that without having links with the government. Unfortunately,
He's the top 10 rich. He's like in the top 10 of richest Russians.
yeah. Like, let's be honest,
Yeah.
HH. I don't
And
think you
also-
can. I don't think you can have that status and not have some links with the government.
Also, let me just say that, bro, in terms of Abramovich and Putin, like these guys are boys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you look back, in time, Abramovich, what was the? I don't know. I don't remember the Russian names later before Putin, but Abramovich was the first person to recommend Putin succeed him to the last Russian president before Putin. This guy is super close to Putin, like hand in hand, like, and it's also in the U.S. It's been reported by the U.S. government's intelligence division, like he partly serves with a couple of other billionaires. He serves as kind of like a middleman in certain transactions. So like when you say, "Oh, we don't know for sure," like Abramovich isn't connected to Putin, like there's a lot of evidence, like even just like their personal lives together and like what a lot of governments have reported, like it's pretty obvious in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know, sometimes like I wish like social media was primarily a portal through which we witness such tragedy and trauma. You know, as viewers, specifically from Western countries, you know, a lot of us complain, and truthfully, yes, there are things to improve upon. But like living in a war-torn country must be like hell, man. Like I never experienced it, but you know, so overly inflicted by conflict every day and losing your loved ones out of increasing chances every single day by tank missiles, airstrikes, etc.
no,
So
that's
it's like a moment to think about
real.
that you just feel lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cobham. So I think we have to get a Chelsea kind of perspective here. So Cobham, look, what's your feeling about this, man? This is your owner, you know, and so forth. You've read the statement. It said
Praise
he's
be.
stepping away, and so forth. What's your take on it as a hardcore Chelsea fan? I didn't cry. You are a hardcore Chelsea fan.
Oh, I retired. I semi-retired after the World Cup. After that, I've seen my club win everything. But in regards to this, it reminds me of a famous quote: "An empire doesn't die with a bang; it ends in a whimper." This feels like the end of Abramovich era, and it's kind of sad that it ends this way. You know, just something completely out of his control. But you know, then again, it would be foolish for me to just say like he's not linked to, you know, Putin in some way. Like I even watched a documentary about the collapse of the Soviet Union, And most of the oligarchs who got their money, Putin had some influence into that. Whether it's, someone gets the gas, someone owns the car industry, someone does this. One of the ways they have to be linked. And if you step out of Putin's, circle, you get punished severely. You get locked in Siberia, for some reasons, something like that. But yeah, this is, in terms of football, it's sort of like a weird limbo. Like, I don't know what's next. Like, are we going to become Arsenal? Like that's my biggest fear right now, is that I really don't want to be that has-been club that's always like, yo, we won trophies, but no one cares. Like, it was like 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is just pray for Ukraine, because I've seen some of the footage. It's nuts. Like, there was a tank running over an old guy in a car. Yeah, and some guy dodging missiles.
Bro, he survived that. I don't even know how he
I
survived
know.
that.
Oh my
This is
god.
crazy.
Like, when I saw the video, I was like, nah, he's for sure dead. But nah.
No,
That boy was in the Matrix.
No, it's wild, man. It's wild. So guys, I've put out a poll, so you guys can start voting on the poll. And it's pretty close. Pretty close. So the poll is, should Abramovich be forced to sell Chelsea? And one says yes, he's linked to Putin, and no, what's the points? And the vote is actually pretty damn close. Damn close. So, guys, vote on our poll right now, and then I will come back and we'll see the results of that poll, man. Let me take some dubs, man. Let's see what the streets are saying. So, from Mr. Man says, "Where's Daddy? I need a daddy. Daddy is gone." Thank you for that, Mr. Mansman. That's very, very noble. Thank you, man. Wingwood Barney says, I heard CFC fans are now Barney, like, they're now coming close to Peterson. Relax, man. Peterson is very well guarded. LSK Laxon says, HH, LL escapes London Blues to Arsenal. There is no chance in hell I will ever come anywhere near the Emirates Stadium or Highbury. So relax.
What if Hazard signs for Arsenal?
No.
AJ, who are you supporting? City?
What?
Who are you supporting? City, Liverpool, Real Madrid?
From my ex.
CA says, breaking, former YouTuber RDS was found shot today. He was known for exposing many of Tuchel crimes in football. Tuchel is an employee of Abramovich, friend of...
You guys are sick, man.
Guys are just mad, man. I mean, thanks. Guys are mad, man. Cheers for the door, but still, guys are mad. Chris, thank you for the door, Chris. Abdul is spot on. Hey, Abdul. Xinjiang, Southern Cameroons, Afghanistan, Yemen, and Palestine. They have selective outrage. But Chris, again, I don't want to get political and so forth. We are all hypocrites.
But
that we are all
HH, I saw a video. There's a reporter, I think he was a British reporter, had the audacity to say that, no offense, but what happened to Iraq and Yemen is completely different to what's happening to Ukraine, because these countries have seen multiple wars. I was absolutely shocked.
See, there's no point in you even getting angry. Like, when someone says something stupid, just ignore it.
No, it's the audacity to say this in front of TV, HH.
No. But look, yes, again, look, they're mad people in this world. You just have to ignore them, man. Your boy Sage, I still want to know why Pep hates Blair.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well,
yes.
Sorry. Kim Jong-un says, let's be real. When was this energy when USA attacks the Middle East? Kim Jong, I didn't know that the instance was allowed in North Korea. So I don't know why you're using it, because you told me that's instant. But yes, I mean, side notes, Iraq war was also illegal as well. So
Isn't he?
That as well.
Isn't he dead?
What is it?
Isn't Kim Jong-un dead?
Something. No, he's in.
Wait, what?
Wait. So guys, let's look at the poll. So the results of the poll, man. So should Abramovich be forced to sell Chelsea? 41% says no. What's the point? 59% says yes. He's linked to
haters.
And just you know, like the more this goes on, the harder is probably gonna hit Chelsea. Because now, like, just think about it, HH. Now you're hearing that the Russian national team is not gonna play, most likely not gonna
And
play.
that's yes, yeah. Man, you're a segue king.
Yeah.
Great segue, guys. With a key segue there, let's talk about what Yasia just said. And I want to bring up a little image. So, guys, I'll set this up. So, the World Cup playoffs are next month. Czech Republic plays Sweden in one semi, and Poland play against Russia in another semi, and the winner obviously meets in the final. And the Poland Federation have said, we will boycott and refuse to face Russia in the game. And to add to that, there was a quote by, and I want to come to Puya first with this. There's a quote here by Mr. Lewandowski. So I don't know which one is. Yeah, so this is
Shout out to
from
the
what
skis.
he
Shout
said.
out to the ski, by the way.
Yeah, so he says, it is the right decision. I can't imagine playing a match with the Russian national team in a situation when armed aggression in Ukraine continues. And he goes on to say, and I think this is another very key one that he says. So he says, Russian footballers and fans are not responsible for this, but we can't pretend that nothing is happening. So I want to come to Puyo with this, and here's my thing here is, first of all, your thoughts on Lewandowski saying this and so forth. And this is where we're going to have a nice, interesting debate right now. So the ruling is UA governments cannot be involved in football-related matters. If that happens, that football team is banned, which is why I think Kenya and Zimbabwe are currently banned, because if a government is involved in any way of a national team, they're banned from football-related activities. So by law, if Poland don't show up against Russia, Russia should get a 3-0 win, because Poland would effectively forfeits. That's by law. But do you feel that FIFA perhaps have a moral obligation to throw out Russia? So, my thing is, first of all, what do you think about Lewandowski's statements? And if Poland decide not to take the field against Russia, what do you think FIFA should do? What do you think FIFA will do? Pia, talk to me.
I don't know. I just think in this case, I got to go back to Abdul's point. Are we anti-Russia or are we anti-Putin? Now, if there was evidence that Putin sends money to the Russian Football Federation and puts funding into the team, then yes, because these guys are benefiting from a guy in Putin who's trying who's stirring up almost a third world war. Like, okay, then I get it. But there is zero evidence that Putin invests in the Russian Football Federation, funds these players or anything. So then we're at this point, and it goes back to Abdul's point, is we can't just become anti-Russian, because guess what? There's millions and millions and millions of Russians in Russia that do not align with Putin's actions right now. And I guarantee you, probably that whole national team doesn't align with Putin's actions.
Wait, real quick. Devil's advocate. You're right, but let's take this to 4-dimensional. So my goal is to stop Putin from invading, but I've got to try and really be very creative in how I do that. So you can say that if we completely shut down anything Russian, what that now does is the football teams, the Olympic teams, the businesses, and all these guys who have nothing to do with the war, you've been shut out from the international world. What that now does is these guys now say, yo, Putin, we can't, unless he wants just to operate in Russia, we can't do anything. We can't exist. We have been shut out of living and operating in the world. So then it puts pressure on Putin that you doing this means that effectively Russia is just isolated by itself. So you're not really punishing these guys. But you're punishing Putin and the representation of Russia, because Putin, as Russia, they feel that you've done something evil, and now this is your punishment. As that we're not actually going to punish guys who have done nothing wrong, but they are now a by effect. So you're now angering the guys. Basically, an example is, let's say you have a group of people, and a guy within this group of people steals something, And I'm like, yo, who stole something? The group, they say, we don't know. Because the real thief isn't saying anything. You know what I'm going to do? Everyone here, I'm going to punish everyone. But I didn't do anything. Well, until you tell me who stole this thing, you're going to be punished. What that now does is we also didn't steal anything. We'll not put pressure. Bro, who the hell is this freaking thief? And now that thief may now be feeling guilty because by him not revealing himself, he's making all of his friends in his group suffer. So, do you agree? So that's what I'm going to say. But
yeah, I guess that's actually a really good point. I mean, and because it's so complicated, that's why it's so interesting to see what FIFA is gonna do. Because you mentioned in your video you posted earlier, there's already a million questions regarding Qatar, and we know that there was problems. I bet the Qatar government had some doing in them getting the World Cup, because it makes no sense for them having a World Cup, in my opinion. But it's interesting because I guess, yeah, but under the law, I mean, because there's no evidence of them being involved in the government. I get it that if Poland doesn't go and take that field in a month's time, I understand why it's 3-0 and Poland gets knocked out. I guess the only thing that's a blow for the Russian players is that they already went through the whole qualifying thing and they've probably been preparing for this. But you know, there's more important things than football. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why it's so interesting, because if FIFA throw out Russia, that means you're now doing something that's not even within the rule of law.
Yeah.
Because again, the Russian football team has nothing to do with Putin invading them. We're just Smolov plays for Russia. He said no to war. Mm-hmm. So he's come out and said that he's against the war, and he's a Russian football player.
Yeah.
So he's clearly against what is happening. And who knows what could happen to him or his family by him coming out and saying, bro, I'm against this.
Yeah. Is there like a deadline for them to make a decision, or like we have to wait until like a month's time when it's like?
Yeah, I mean, it probably has to be. It probably be because it's like March 20 something is the game. Yeah. So maybe a few weeks until.
But there's also one more. There's one more thing. Isn't Ukraine in the playoffs? So what's gonna happen to Ukraine's place in the playoffs? Because there's no way they could play in the playoffs. So like that's also
their league is suspended as well. So
so they might get replaced, because honestly, in a month's time, Ukraine isn't going to be a country. Like you said, Russia. I mean, the US as long as the USA and the UK or like Germany don't get involved, Ukraine is going to fall into Russia's hands, and Ukraine won't even be a country in a month. So like they also got to figure out that situation too.
Can I just ask a question real quick? How can FIFA take a stance against human rights abuse in Ukraine and at the same time host a World Cup which is based on human rights abuse?
Abdul, we don't ask those questions, bro. We just simply don't, bro. We don't ask those questions, bro.
It's FIFA.
But Abdul,
left is right.
But Abdul, it goes back to what I said before: is everyone's a hypocrite. Like everyone's a hypocrite, and it's time for people to admit that they're a hypocrite. Because you're right. It's like people are selective. Nobody's consistent. No one is. So, because Abdul, the reality is this. We already know the questions that are happening in Qatar and so forth, but money has already been paid. The wheels are already making, and there's no way that they're shutting down Qatar, because we already know that there's a lot of cash that has already been paid between people now. But with this right now, imagine if FIFA gave Russia the 3-0 win. So imagine if March 23rd, Ukraine is now a completely effed up state controlled by Russia. So Russia has taken over Ukraine, prisoners of war, completely overthrown the governments and so forth. And a few weeks before, Poland like, no, we're not going to play them. And FIFA will be like, all right, 3-0 to Russia. And let's say Sweden beats Czech Republic. Sweden say, no, we don't play. Okay. Russia now at the World Cup. Now, what happens at the World Cup now? So, I mean,
it's messed up. It's messed up, but it's just like, it's too much hypocrisy for me, man. Like, bro, like this whole World Cup, some teams are even boycotting the World Cup because of the human rights abuse. And these guys want to kick out a nation because they're starting a war. Like, it's a messed up world we live in,
man. Barry, talk to me, guys. I'm not see guys who don't talk. So Barry, your thoughts on this whole Poland thingy thing, say.
It is a tricky situation because politics for me, like it's useless. I think politics is about opinions and perspectives. So in that case, like nobody is right and nobody is wrong, you know. It's just about opinions and life experiences that you talk about. But I like what Lewandowski did because I think that it shows the human side of the athlete that like even though everybody does their thing, everybody has their lives and everything, that he still cares and gives support out to the people suffering in Ukraine. But yeah, it's just a messed up situation because some people who are going to be affected negatively about this whole situation in Ukraine and everything have nothing to do with it. I have a lot of Russian friends that I go to school with, and like they're great people. Like they're one of the greatest people that I've met in my life, and they don't agree with what Putin and the Russian army is doing right now. So like it's just sad, and yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens because obviously it just started I think 4 or 5 days ago, but with time and more details about the whole situation with FIFA and what's gonna happen with the army and everything, we're gonna have more information. But right now it's just tricky.
Can I speak on this real quick?
Yeah, yes, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Just to carry on what Barry said. Here's the thing. It's like I want to see what the compound effect will be, because if you're saying that you're not going to include Russia in the playoffs, then UEFA usually like to follow suit with whatever FIFA does. Sometimes it's hard for me to differentiate the two entities because they almost act like twins. One entity does one thing, the another entity does another thing. Because it'll be interesting to see what happens to the Russian clubs, like specifically the Russian clubs that are involved in the Europe, in the Europa League. There's none. I looked it up. There's none in the Champions League right now that made it to the round of 16 or anything like that. But so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen with a lot of these Russian clubs and also the Ukrainian clubs. I think I've heard someone said. I think I was reading something. They say that the Ukrainian teams that they're in the Europa League or the Conference League, they might have to play their game in a neutral venue or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so it's gonna be interesting to see, because I won't be surprised if I'm most what I'm actually expecting is Russia for them to completely ban Russia for the time being and completely ban all Russian clubs. So I expect that to happen because that's what I just see happen.
So wait, you think the FIFA is going to ban Russia from going to the
2022
2022 World Cup?
Yeah. I think people should just. For me right now, I don't see Russia and Poland playing that game at all.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, like, do you think they're gonna like permanently ban?
Yes. I think.
Okay.
I think in terms of FIFA and Russia Football Federation will not have from now on their affiliation will be severed, in my opinion, and the team won't play any FIFA organized events or anything that has anything to do with FIFA. And I think the same will go with UEFA as well. I believe a lot of the Russian clubs, there's CSK Moscow and all those guys there. I don't think they're gonna be in the Europa League at all. And I just because I mean this is just it's gonna be a compound effect, because like it's the whole thing. You started with the sanctions and it's gonna compound. It's just gonna compound, and one thing will trigger another thing, trigger another thing, trigger another thing. So that's what I believe will happen.
Until like you have like an all-out war, like one thing triggers another thing.
Yeah, no, it's
So
wait. So I want to come to so guys, I'm going to speak. So guys, keep it brief because we have to go to some other topics and everything. So Zed, talk to me. Your thoughts on what you think FIFA should do with this whole thing of Russia being in the World Cup playoff.
Yeah, it's tricky because I think someone said that you don't want to punish Russians that are neutral, or maybe not even neutral, but opposing Putin in his invasion of Ukraine. I mean that's completely understandable. You're punishing people that have nothing to do with this, that would probably be opposed to it. But at the same time, Russia is literally waging war on Ukraine. It's literally a war. Like this has never happened in the 21st century, at least not between two major European countries. But they're literally invading the capital of Ukraine. The proportional reaction to this would be to send missiles back to Russia. That's not happening. So I think we can't even argue about whether or not we should not only sanction Russian, businesses and whatnot, but to exclude Russian clubs from football, and that's the bare minimum that should be happening. So it sucks, but if you wage war on another country, if you're not gonna get missiles dropped on your head, that's the minimum that should happen. And I don't know. I'm kind of scared about saying this because Putin might be watching this.
Oh. Okay. So okay. Thank you. Anthony, talk to me. Your views on this one briefly.
My views are like hypocrisy. It's like, but I understand why they need to like sanction every Russian product, every Russian thing, because they have to do something. We don't want a nuclear war, so I think this is the best option. I actually searched something about Lewandowski. He's actually sponsored by Huawei, which is a Chinese company. But anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's someone say like, okay, sponsored by a Chinese company, like, is it like, what does that mean?
You don't. In China, isn't there like?
Oh, you're talking about like violation of human rights in China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I just said to Abdul, everyone is selective. Everyone's a hypocrite.
I mean, in that sense, everyone then no one should sponsor anyone, since every country has a case of human abuse.
Everyone is like every America, UK, everybody has their skeleton.
Canada, man. The truckers in Canada.
Isn't Russia allies with China anyway?
Yeah, well, sort of. Sort of.
Your enemy is.
Wait. Let me come to. Wait. I'm gonna. Dr. Oz, talk to me briefly. This whole thing with Poland, FIFA, and so forth. Your thoughts.
It's a very tricky situation. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, number one, Russian clubs have to be suspended. There's no way you can do that. I'm not sure how Champions League, Europa League is going to be affected now, so that's going to be a big factor. On Russian, this whole situation is actually kind of crazy, and honestly, if anything, people need to get further themselves away from Russia completely in order to like take away all the bad publicity and all that in order to because this is not right at all.
Also, now round us off before I go to some dubs and look at the results of the poll.
I think that UEFA even now, like they already started to try to get rid of the Russian clubs. Like, did you see? If you saw the Real Betis against Zenit match, there was some refereeing which you could question in the last minute, very much in favor of Real Betis, where you would say maybe they're just trying to get Russian clubs out in that way, which is another way of doing things. But overall, I think everything that's being done right now is being done for publicity, 1000%. It's just, I don't understand how it affects Russia entirely. Like, what is, like, how much money does it bring? Like, how much TV rights does it bring to see a Russian team in the Europa League? It brings a little bit of money, but that's nothing compared to what the price of war. And it's not going to change a decision on war. So my thing is, it's going to be done. It is being done. It's just, what does it do? That's my only thing. But regardless, I think it's everyone should do their best not to prevent the war. And as long as everyone is making the best effort to do so, like, what else can we say? I just don't know if this is a way of doing it. That's all.
All right, let me take some dubs and we'll look at the results of the poll. So, from Hearty Momo says, by the way, you have a neo-Nazi militia fighting for Ukraine. Look, bro, again, I don't...
That's only a minority, man. No, it's true. It's true, but it's only like a minority. It's like grouping the whole people like in one section. It's only a minority of Ukrainians.
Okay. Rory Jennings says, Roman, goodbye. CFC in good hands. Super friend of. Loser, man. Hearty Momo. HH, I sent you a DM for a short Twitter thread from an academic on the Putin-Roman relationship. All right, thank you, bro. I will look into that. Ooh. Mega says, HH, if offered, what? Would you take in a What kind of question is that?
What the heck?
Ukrainian bride.
Just
Oh
random.
my.
I mean,
You know
let's
what?
be honest.
I have no idea.
This
Sorry, I
is
have no
daddy
idea.
use levels of weird.
Yeah, that's odd. Rory says Bram needs to pay for Jose and Frank 2 EPLs in 12. Oh, look, no. Let Frank try and keep Everton up and not get them relegated. Let him start with Everton first.
Hey, Frank looked good today.
He got shafted. Yeah, he got shafted.
Shane says, so this is how CR37 is going to qualify for the World Cup. Well, no, I mean, he's with He's with Macedonia, Italy, and Turkey, man. So I don't think.
Hey, I mean, you know what?
You have to. If Russia does not, if you take away Russia, then don't you have to redo the whole thing? I don't know how does that even work?
No. Wait, say if they were to take away Russia, then you'd basically just say, what's it called? I mean, because you could just say, oh well, if you take away Russia, then what about the team who finished behind Russia in the qualifying? Yeah, it gets.
Wouldn't it just be that? I think it would just be an easy solve like that, wouldn't it?
True. They would just replace the team that came under Russia in the groups, and then they will then play Poland. So QC8 says Infantino and his body Putin. Not surprising at all. But your boy Infantino, he's going to be pushed more. So guys, let's do the results of the poll. So ask the streets, what should FIFA do? So 18% said give Russia the win. 24% say they don't know. 58% said throw Russia out. Yeah, well, the streets have spoken, man. The streets have spoken. So,
but I just want to say, if Roman Abramovich's last gift to Chelsea is 100 million pair of Timberland boots.
Also, Suna, can we try and be nice here, please? Can we try and be nice here? Let's not go here. So, guys, Yassi, is your mic working? Yassi's side, is your mic working there, bro?
Wasn't he just talking?
Are we talking about my goat?
No. Yassi Said, I'm speaking to you. Is your mic working? Yassi Said, is your mic working?
He's avoiding questions. He pleads the fifth.
He's going to have to answer this. Okay, look, don't worry. I'll come to you, man.
Richie, I can speak on my go if
I can also speak on my go.
Yeah, I want to talk about him.
Yes, I had posters of him when I was a child.
And guys, you know what? I'm going
I as well.
I'm going to rant. No. It's time for me to rant. It's time for me to rant.
HH.
I am sick and tired of the abuse this guy gets. 37, guys. His 37 was trending on Twitter. His 37 was trending on Twitter. Now, here's one thing I'll just say before I go to the defense of my goats. You can't have it both ways. When he plays well, you can't say, oh my gosh, look at what he's doing as a 37-year-old. And when he doesn't play well, oh, he's only 37. Nah. You had to give it the same energy. But that's one side. Bruno, why didn't you pass to my goats? 1v1, why didn't you pass the ball to my goats? My goats had an empty goal. You know that this guy hasn't scored in several games. Why didn't you pass it to my goats? But you see, people are talking. You see, I don't like people flip-flopping. One hand, oh my gosh, look at Cristiano. He's amazing. Look at all the goals he scored for us, all the winning goals. Another point is like, oh my gosh, why did we get this guy? This was a big mistake. United, because we're going to show the table, and United are in a very... How do you draw with a team in 19th? How do you draw with a team in 19th?
Hey, they do with the team in 20th a couple of weeks ago.
It does make sense. So, Yasir Said, can you please explain Manchester United, or rather Boychester divided, please, when I get up the Premier League table? Explain how you can't beat Watford at the crib. Who's to blame?
There's two individuals to blame. More so one individual more than the other. I believe Ralf Rangnick is to blame for this for what's going, especially this game. And the reason why I blame Ralf Ragnick is because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo shouldn't have played 90 minutes today. He was absolutely disastrous. He was
Wait. Okay, yes, can I just counter? Just a quick jab to just a quick counter.
Go for it.
What if? And I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. What if? Remember, Ragnick is not really the manager. He's like an interim. What if, from the higher ups, Ralph is under pressure that says you have to play him. You have to play him. He's a very important asset. He's important for our merchants and marketing. You have to figure out how to play him. You cannot not play Cristiano Ronaldo based on the kind of status he has. What about that?
Then in Cristiano Ronaldo, you're arrogant. You are arrogant and you are selfish. At the end of the day, you came back. Why did you come back? To do what? At the end, that's the question I want to ask Ronaldo. If every time someone subs you out because you're playing terrible, you're gonna completely throw your hands up and make a big deal about it, then how's that helping the team? To the point, like HH mentioned, to the point that we can't sub you off when you're literally detrimental to for us winning. Okay, so is this the weird idea that, oh, if I'm not playing well, if I'm not doing well, then I'm just gonna drag you down with me? Let's be honest here, guys. Like, I'm if anyone has watched that game, if anyone blames any other person, individual, for us not winning this game other than Cristiano Ronaldo, then you're a lunatic, or you're biased, or there's something not right with you, bro. Because
I agree with you, man.
Because the thing is when you watch this game, people say, oh yeah, Bruno Fernandes was not great, all that stuff, right? But Bruno Fernandes, again, Atletico Madrid registered assists. As terrible as he played, he does something. Do something. He runs, he dribbles, he do something, he passes the ball. What does Cristiano Ronaldo do? Please tell me, what does he do? You are only here. Cristiano Ronaldo is only on the pitch to do one thing and one thing only. And if he does not do that, he is absolutely useless. And then people cannot tell me that this guy didn't have chances. People cannot tell me that. The argument before was we were not creating chances. And I've said that. And I hold my hands up and I said that. I said we were not creating chances, clear-cut chances for Cristiano Ronaldo. But guess what? You know, I'm a man of I believe in God, right? God said to me, you know, shut your ugly ass up, bro. I'm gonna show you the truth. He said, I'm gonna show you the truth. I'm gonna open your eyes. You don't want to open your eyes, right? You don't want to open that eyes, right? I'm gonna open the eyes. You know, I wear glasses, by the way, so my eyesight is not the best, right? But he said, I'm gonna open your eyes. He said, 1 chance, 2 chance, 3 chance, 4 chance. How many goals has Cristiano scored? 0.
Dude.
0.
Dude, look, the thing that's like really like mind blowing about it, he has one contribution, not even an assist, just 1 goal against Brighton through the whole out of 2022. Like, not even an assist, man.
No, but then because PSG Delta, it's like, okay, even I wasn't on here, guys, when the whole Atletico Madrid happened, all that stuff. I wasn't on here. Guys, I've been busy a lot, you know, like my life has been busy. My life has been busy in a good way, you know. So even going back to Atletico Madrid game, is every time Manchester United play with Cristiano Ronaldo, we're playing with 1 less man. That's a guaranteed fact. I was jealous when I was watching the Arsenal versus Wolves game. I'd rather take Lacazette than Cristiano Ronaldo, because you know what? No, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, guys. Because you know what Lacazette would do off the ball? He'll put pressure on the other team. We all played football. What has everyone said? They said defense start from the front.
That's a hot take, man.
We don't get that from Cristiano Ronaldo. So I'm here. You know what? I can swallow the fact that you're 37 years old. I can swallow the fact that. Wait. Hold on. Let me land. I can take. I can take. Bro, I can appreciate. No.
Guys, come on. Just
I can face the reality that he's 37, HH, and the panel. I can face the reality that he's not the young Cristiano Ronaldo. That he's not going to give us anything when off the ball, or when we don't have the ball. Okay, I understand that. but goddamn it, score against Watford, please. Just score. Just get us a goal. That's all we. Dear God, all we ask is get a goal against Watford. That's it.
Yes, I'm gonna ask you a real question. I'm gonna not get real. I'm gonna ask you like real. And I can't have you flopping as of right now, and you have to give me a real answer right now, taking everything into account. So taking all the goals he scored for you in the Champions League, how it starts for you right now, and this right now, was it a good or bad idea signing Cristiano? And if Cristiano drops a 2-piece against Atletico or so forth, you can't change your viewpoints. So this has to be your viewpoints from now until the end of the season, whatever happens. Was it a good or a bad decision to bring in Cristiano?
I mean, HH, you know, I've said this in confidence. I said this when I was with my dad today. You know, I was hanging out with my dad today. I said it to him. I said, listen. And my dad told me this. You know, the thing is, like, sometimes people in your life that care about you, when they tell you something, you don't listen. You know, my dad told me this. He said, when you guys were buying Cristiano Ronaldo, you didn't need him. You didn't need him. And I was like, no. You know, Dad, you don't know, Dad, this Cristiano Ronaldo, he's CR7, you know, you know. But the reality is, he's so detrimental to our team to the point that, like, he has been a disaster, in my opinion, from the moment he stepped in. I don't care if he got us through the next round, because let's be honest, guys, like,
I don't care
about that.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this because I'm actually defending Cristiano and people call me a hater. Yes, are you going to ignore that? Are you going to saw the winning goal against Villarreal, the goal against Atalanta, all those clutch goals in the Champions League where you needed them? Are you going to ignore all those goals?
Yes, I'm 100% going to ignore that, because at the end of the day, one thing I realized, and one thing that everyone has slowly realized, is this guy is old. He's going to give you a last-minute goal here and there, but that's it. He is not in the modern day, he's not up to this level. And if I applaud, I triple dare you for my goat, because he's my goat. I love Cristiano Ronaldo. He's my goat, and every goat ends up retiring and getting old and playing in MLS. It is what it is. It happens, right? I applaud my God to prove me wrong, because this is beyond ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. Like, this is Watford. For God's sake, this is Watford. Watford didn't even come to play football today. They came literally. If Watford, for the love of God, if Watford and Roy Hudson Ashley just had a little bit of, you know what, let's win this game.
Yes, sir.
You could have won the game.
Yes, sir. I think you took a reality check right now. Over the past 6 years, he's been horrendous. Like, he can't dribble, he can't pass. And now he can't even do tapping.
That's my point.
And also Delta, you just brought it up because we're gonna have to talk about this dude. Because I don't want to draw parallels, but when you look at what this dude did, and you now combine it with the issues Yas is having. It's a video that I made about 5 years or so, talking about Messi and Cristiano. People attacked me, where I said that Messi brings far more value in a multitude of ways than Cristiano. And Yasi, you said the exact same thing that I said that I was attacked for. I said in the last 5-6 years, if Cristiano doesn't score, he pretty much does nothing for your team. If Messi doesn't score, he's probably done a whole bunch of dribbles. He's probably had an assist. He's probably had a pre-assist. He's probably helped to facilitate a goal in some way. He's obviously carried the ball and has obviously been playmaking. That over 90 minutes, if Cristiano hasn't scored, he doesn't really contribute towards how the team or the attack operates. Because he ain't a Benzema. He ain't a Lewandowski. Because even if Benzema or Lewandowski doesn't score, they do work.
But HS, the worst thing is not only that, is because it's, and I'm not trying to protect Ronaldo here, because I believe the focus should solely be on Ronaldo today. Looking at Manchester United, we're not a possession-based team. We don't have individuals that can keep the ball. So what happens is, people use your brain. What happens is we lose the ball a lot. We lose possession a lot. So what we need is players that literally can, when they don't have the ball, that can literally do something. And he can't. We're literally playing with one less man all the time. Like, I want people to look and objectively look at the Atletico Madrid game. Atletico Madrid, they were playing with 10 men on the field. We were playing with 9.
Okay, wait. So no, yes, yeah. We have to allow all the other guys to talk. So let me come to Abdul, then to your boy Delta. So Abdul, talk about the GOATs, man, and United specifically. And also, guys, remember, so I'll put out a poll. Guys, vote on the poll. So the poll is, will Man United make top 4? Will United make top 4? Votes in the poll. That's us a poll for the streets, and we'll look at the results after. Abdul, talk to me.
Can you hear me? HH, I hate flip-flop fans, man. Like, United fans, they're so flip-flop, HH.
Easy, Abdul. Easy.
And I'll tell you why. Had one of those tap-ins gone in today, there would be none of this, HH.
Facts.
There would be none of this.
Facts.
Abdul, man, that is what. Abdul, you can't swing.
HH, no, I'm sick and tired of the HH. And even on the football terrace, every time they win, the only thing he talks about is the team. They did this, they did that. Every time they draw or lose, the club is this, the board is that. Bro, why are you so flip-flop? Either stick to one thing or don't comment on it. Like because you.
But Abdul, you completely missed my point. I said he's not scoring. It was tolerable when he was scoring. If I 100% agree with you. If he was scoring goals, you wouldn't. He's the greatest. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but he's not scoring. So then, what do you do then?
What's
the point?
That's the problem. You go around shouting he's the GOAT, he's the greatest player when he's scoring tap-ins, bro. No, he's not, bro. Because you're seeing when he's not scoring, he doesn't provide anything else. Therefore, even when he's scoring, he's still ass. He's still shit. Like, bro, I don't call him CR7 anymore. I call him CPR7, bro, because he looks like he needs some CPR, man. HH,
relax.
All right, you know what? No.
Abdul, that was awesome.
Let Abdul continue. Nah. That's hard.
Okay, that's messed up.
Can we get a review?
Abdul gets carded for speaking facts.
VAR.
Like Abdul, you're in the yellow. That's messed up. Continue. That's messed up.
Somebody clip that and check VAR.
When I knew it was messed up, bro. I knew it was messed up when they zoomed in on him, HH, and he started to develop bald spots in his hair, bro. Like, bro, it's bad, man. And you know what's terrifying, HH? You know what's terrifying? This man said he's still got 4 to 5 more years in him, HH.
Where did he say that? I couldn't find where he said
Oh, he said that yesterday, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, dude, like 45 years maybe in like not even in China. I think it would get exposed in China.
I think for the image, bro, and for his dignity, if they don't qualify for the World Cup, this guy needs to retire, man. I even tried to hype him up as the GOAT. It hasn't worked.
What? Abdul, wait.
See, Abdul, that's why I love this guy so much. Abdul, we are dealing with a very strange man. Abdul, this guy continues to take free kicks. I can't remember the last time he got one on target. And whenever he runs to take this free kick, he really believes he's going to score. So what I think is that delusions of grandeur. What's it called? It's 300 million Instagram followers. People call you the GOAT. And here's the thing. When all you hear is, you're the GOAT, you're the greatest, you're amazing, you're the GOAT, you're the GOAT, you're the GOAT. You're like, man, it's like a drug. You're like, yeah, man, I need to keep on going. So in his mind, he still thinks that, oh yeah, I'm still a top player and I still have to play to appease all of these thingy fans. Which is why, like, because my thing is, like,
it's because I'll tell you why.
Sorry. Very quick, Abdul. I think I said this yesterday. Yes, with Red Devil, Ibrahimovic and Cristiano. Ibrahimovic can play till 42. Yeah. Look at how Ibra plays. Ibra's footballer was never meant to be anything. It isn't athletic. He doesn't really move a lot. It's very tactical. Cristiano's football was always about explosiveness and movement and physicality. But now that he's lost that, all he can rely on is just really being a poacher and a goal scorer because he can't do anything else. But if you can't even score, but the issue, Abdul, is this is modern football. Look at Benzema, look at Lewandowski, look at Haaland, look at Kane. They all are part of the midfield. They have to play. Puya will tell you, Lewandowski, he does walk. He's in the midfield. He's in the trenches.
Facts.
So if you can't do that in the modern day of football, we don't have poachers. Look, we're going to talk about Vlahovic. Vlahovic is in there. He comes deep, gets the ball, pass, intersects, and so forth.
But you know what the problem is? The problem is he is so wealthy and famous that he has surrounded himself by yes men. Even his family, bro, they're all yes men. Like, somebody needs to be real with this dude and tell him, like, bro, you can't do that. Like, every time he gets dropped, it's such a massive problem. And there is so much attention that he doesn't get dropped anymore, even though he can't play 3 times a week. And Yasser will back me up on this. This was his 3rd game in 6 days. A 37-year-old shouldn't be playing 3 times in 6 days. But the problem is he's so famous. He has so much power that nobody dares to tell him the truth.
Oh, man, no. Abdul, he hits a very key point. Man, Abdul, man, you're on form, man. All right, this is probably been one of your best things. Because if you're 37 and this is the Premier League, one of the most high-octane, most physically demanding leagues in the world, why is a 37-year-old playing that many games? So because on Twitter I saw, man, guys, chill out. He's played all these games. Okay, then why is he playing all these games and so forth? Because Cristiano, it is down to you to say, man, you know what? Let me relax. Because I think the issue is, yes, yeah. Don't blame it on Ralph. If it's down to Ralph is a smart man. Ralph isn't stupid. He's a smart man. Ralph knows that I can't play 37-year-old all these games and so forth because it's too demanding for him. I am creative enough to be like, okay, let me use Rashford here, or let me use this guy as a false 9. But I think the issue is that Cristiano just has to play. And he wants to play because he's deluded. He thinks he's Superman and doesn't realize that father time comes for everybody. Biology, no man is greater than biology. You're getting old. You cannot do the things that you could do 4 or 5 years ago. But this man just will not listen. This man refuses to listen and can think that at 37 years of age, you can play 90 minutes games in the Premier League. Ibrahimovic can do that in Serie A because Serie A is super slow. He can do that in MLS because MLS is less demanding. This is the freaking Premier League. That is the fastest, most demanding league in the world. Bruh.
Look, his delusion goes beyond his age. Like, he's deluded about his footballing abilities. It's not just the age. That's the issue.
Delta, talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, I genuinely believe when Ronaldo came back to United, it exposed him the player he is now. He can play shit for 89 minutes and have it all clouded by a goal he scored in the 90th minute. I mean, he's a false image, genuinely. If you watch him play, he misses tons of opportunities, a lot. He doesn't track back. His hold-up play is poor. And oddly enough, for some reason, he attempts so many dribbles for a player that can barely get past the cone. Like, he can't perform without someone feeding him the ball. HH, I want to ask you this. What league right now would you say is best suited for Ronaldo? Like, do you think he can't play in the top 5 leagues anymore? Do you think MLS, Middle East, China?
To be honest, bro, now, I mean no offense to my Italian brothers.
Yeah, he should never left it.
It's really no offense. Cristiano would easily walk in Serie A.
Yeah, I agree.
Very easily.
Like what team? Juventus or a different team?
Oh, no, any team. Bro, see, Delta, we're going to have a discussion about the Serie A. Cristiano at 37 can walk into any team in Serie A. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be disrespectful, but all I can be is just to be real. He walks into any team in Serie A. Bundesliga, La Liga, no. La Liga, no.
No, he can't in the Bundesliga. No way. The Bundesliga is too fast for him, bro.
Yeah,
You could crap on the Bundesliga, but the Bundesliga plays super high pace. Like this guy would die out
yeah,
there.
like he can't. Like it's too fast. Like you have to be fit, and he's just not physically fit.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, man. I mean, Man United, they're woeful. I mean, they're horrendous. I mean, they can't keep the ball or sustain possession. Pogba is playing in random positions to compensate for the lack of creativity. And with Ronaldo, I mean, yeah, he doesn't get enough opportunities to score, but at the same time, this guy has only 1 goal contribution throughout the whole of 2022. Like that is bad. He has 1 goal in 10 games. That is not even an assist. That is horrendous. And it's like, I do feel like he's part of the problem, and I think for the best solution for Man United is to let him go this summer. You know, maybe go to Sporting, maybe go to Liga Portuguese. You know, I mean, that's his mother's dream, and maybe he fulfilled that dream for her.
Okay. Wait, because let me. So results. So I put out the poll. So results. The poll: will Man United make top 4? Oh wow! 19% said they can't say. 19% also said yes, they will. 63% said no, they won't make top 4. Wow, that's deep, man. That is deep.
It's because if you look at it, yeah, next weekend they're playing City, and Watford are playing Arsenal playing Watford. So
Abdul, that's not true, though. That's not true, Abdul.
Well, how is it not true?
Because we don't only play Man City. We play Man City, Tottenham, and Liverpool.
No, let me finish my point, bro. What I was gonna say is next weekend, United are playing City and Arsenal playing Watford. If Arsenal win and United lose to City, Arsenal, they will be a point above United with 3 games in hand on them.
But guys, do you know
That's
what?
deep.
I'm saying right now, I still think United will make top 4. I still see Arsenal somehow screwing up.
But look, if Manchester United makes the top 4, that means you got to induct the Premier League. That's trash, That's horrible. Like I'm sick and tired of people telling me this is the best league in the world. No, this is trash. Absolutely woeful.
All right, let me take some doubles, man. So, from Vladimir Putin says, "Oh God, don't take that serious. Just launched a nuke called CR-37. Like, oh."
Wait, is that him on the?
Easy, I'm moving because again, I don't want to mess with that guy, man. Raf, because I don't know whether he's trying to bait me. Lakaka has ties with Putin. Hashtag Lakaka out. Do you know what someone said? They said they should take away Chelsea's biggest asset, which is Lukaku. So,
yes, I agree.
From Ota Hashirama, thank you for the Ota, man. Called Daddy Abramovich to talk to Grandpa Putin to stop the violence. I'll try. But I'm not sure that Putin is taking any calls. But I will try. But if you want to be real, there is nobody that's going to convince Putin otherwise, man.
Yeah, you got to be careful with these Russian mafia, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, Lukaku has depreciated. He has depreciated a lot.
Yes, a mutual mic. Philip, as a poll, Lewandowski's comments make sense and I understand Poland's refusal to play in Russia. However, I feel as if FIFA might give Russia a bye. Bro, I want to see what FIFA do. Because whatever FIFA does, there's going to be follow. So if FIFA give Russia a bye, FIFA, let's talk about Qatar. If FIFA then throw out Russia, as Abdullah said, okay, so how far does this whole anti-Russia thing go? Because you're punishing guys who've done nothing wrong. It's like, I use the example of the Olympics. In the Olympics, Russia couldn't participate in the Olympics because the Russian body were involved in doping. But they allowed Russian athletes who passed the thing to compete under the Olympic organization. Because we can't deny Russian athletes who've not done anything wrong. So you're now punishing Russian football players, including Smolov, who's come out and said he's against the war. So you're punishing them when they've done nothing wrong. So It's yin yang, man. Yin yang, man. Your boy Philip says, HH, stop calling CR37 your goats. You hate the guy with your guts. Also, let me help you invest in a. I'm gonna ignore the last part of that dope. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. All I'm saying is that just call yourself Cristiano. Don't call yourself Ronaldo. Go watch the video with Henri. Henri says there's only one Ronaldo, which is where's my jersey? This is the only Ronaldo. That has always been my beef. Call yourself Cristiano. This name is trademarked. It's trademarked.
You know, HH, that's R9.
How many?
That's not Ronaldo.
Yeah, how many CLs does
There's only
Ronaldo
one
have?
Ronaldo. Yes, it's only one freaking Ronaldo. And that's it. That's name.
How many CLs does he have?
Do you know that? No. Do you know that Ronaldinho's real name is just Ronaldo? That's his real name. He changed it to Little Ronaldo because it's like, bro, I can't miss the guy. When
Google says
Cristiano
otherwise.
first came through to the scene, he was called Cristiano. Because
Not
Ronaldo
according
was
to
that dude.
not according to Google.
Honestly, HH, I feel like prime Ronaldinho is like a more complete player than CR7.
No, of course.
Easily.
No, come on. That's not that's a joke. Is that a joke?
How's that? No, that's facts.
Is that a joke? Like, seriously?
Hold up.
I'm just saying, man.
Hold up. HH, your goats is washed. He can't finish even anymore. Guys, if second leg, Cristiano drops a two-piece, what now? Because that's what this guy can do. Because Cristiano is waiting. Because Yasir, I'm sorry, he won't get to dream. He's starting the next game because Cristiano's like, oh, they think I'm finished? All right, let me get my tapping, my penalty, or whatsoever. Until United get thrown out of that UCL, Cristiano can do something amazing in that UCL. Right. YSK Jackson says, I saw the lights. CR7 tried to do a chop, he slipped. LSK Laxon don't. No, he messed up, bro. He messed up. Relax.
Is that actually
From Ota
LSK?
Hashirima says, except Bruno, no one knows how to play with CR7. He tried countless shots and efforts. No one was making all the runs off the ball as CR7. He has a high attacking rate than defense. Bruno's bunny teeth was missing sitters today. I saw the one chance that I saw was when he was 1v1 and he could have squared it to Cristiano. But my thing is, does Bruno even know how to play with Cristiano? If Bruno knows how to play with Cristiano, where are all the assists?
Yeah, they don't. Like,
No,
look at
so what do you mean
Portugal.
by I also, bro, I watched the Euros. Didn't Bruno get hooked for Renato Sanchez?
Yes. Yes.
They don't. Yes, they may be Portuguese. They don't know how. They don't gel well. So, okay. This is what people said before. Has Cristiano made has Cristiano made Bruno worse?
Technically, yes.
Yes, 100%.
I wouldn't say so. You know why? Because if you notice, Bruno's form this season, it's almost a continuation of the latter end of last season where he started falling off. Like, he even dropped like a 1 out of 10 in the Europa League final. Do you remember? So I wouldn't really say so because he's kind of playing how he did towards the latter end of last season. I think people need to stop blaming everything on CPR's 37 HH. I think it's getting disgusting, man. Like, I go on Twitter.
Bro, are we just creating a Wi-Fi password as this guy's name or something?
HH. You know, Ransom Band, he was having a party today, HH. He was throwing a party because his goal is finished.
Oh,
HH, can I rant?
Wait. Okay. Oh, sorry, before I rant, let me just finish the jobs and I'll give you the platform to rant. Sama, thank you for the cheer, Sama. All of Man City and Newcastle are hypocrites. Hashtag Yemen, hashtag Saudi, hashtag UAE. This is true. As I said, everyone's a hypocrite. Nobody selects the whole thing. And it's fine. It's fine to be hypocrites. Just I'd admit you are, because being hypocritical is a very human thing. So,
Is Sama is he a Germany fan?
No, she's
Yeah, I
German
think
Kurdish.
yeah.
She's German Kurdish.
Ah.
Yeah, thank you for the cheer. CR7 needs to play. Look, until United gets out of the Champions League, I will not count against 130 plus goals in the UCL. So and I believe that he will drop it a 2-piece against Atleti.
Can you leave him alone, please?
Same.
I've read enough. Come on.
From Otsa Hashirema, thank you for the double Otsa. Don't waste energy hating or rooting for him. Late nature and biology take effect. CR7, come to America. We love you here. We'll treat you like a king. Now. Otsa, here's the thing. here's the thing. I
Come
think
to LA.
America
Come
will
to
beat
LA.
Otsa. Apparently, they say that if he lands there,
But he can't get there. That's just he's gonna get
what's it
flipped out.
called? What's it called? I think Jack Bauer. Was it Jack Bauer?
I mean, to be
Jack,
fair,
Jack
Americans
Reacher?
they hate kings and queens. They hate the royal
so-
families.
Or-
So
or- you could do what Dino did.
Delta,
Basically,
what
he
was
could
the
get
nickname
nicked.
that you gave him?
If he lands there,
What was that,
he
man?
could get nicked. So,
Guys, he could do what
PSG,
Dino did.
PSG,
wait, guys, hold up. Can he still
Barry
get
asked for
arrested
something.
if he goes to America?
No. Do you remember what Dino did? Whenever that fake passport.
Like that.
Yo, PSG, what was the nickname that you gave for
Look,
Cristiano?
Osasuna, man. Osasuna, talk to me. Osasuna,
C.R.
talk to me. You want
Kelly.
to run to Osasuna.
Yeah.
okay.
Osasuna, run, talk to me. Talk to me.
Okay, so this guy, he's not like, I don't understand what he's doing in the striker position. I've been saying this for weeks and I'm gonna keep saying it. He's not a striker. This is literally not his position. I don't know when he started becoming a striker. Like when he said that he was a striker, whoever said he was a striker, he wasn't playing as a striker at Juventus, was he? So as I said, I don't know where this came from, because people are saying that, because I've been watching a lot of Manchester United recently because they're so fun to watch. Like, they're the most entertaining team to watch, in my opinion, because you never know what you're going to get from them. And my thing about watching them is like, I don't understand why people are saying that he doesn't come into midfield to participate. That's all he does. That's all he does all game. He comes into midfield to just pass around a little bit. He doesn't do anything as a striker. He just comes into midfield, makes a few passes, and that's all he does. Because or he goes, or the only thing, he doesn't hold up the ball. When he receives the ball up the field, all he does is one-touch passes, because he can't hold on to the ball with strength, because he's just not strong enough anymore. A Premier League defender will just bully him, so he knows he can't hold out the ball. I watched Richarlison today against Manchester City. This guy was showing exactly what a striker is supposed to do. And after watching that geriatrics performance, I was like, this guy is 20 times the striker that Cristiano is. Cristiano Ronaldo is nowhere near the striker that Richarlison is. How can Manchester United be a functioning club if your striker is 20 times worse than the 17th place club striker? That makes no sense. So my thing is, now the only problem, and this is where the problem is, there is no replacement, because Cavani's injured. Greenwood, Rashford is worse than Cristiano. I don't know how that's possible. So you literally don't have another striker. I've always said this guy is a left forward. He needs to be able to play that with his front to goal. He can't play with his back to goal. He needs one-touch passing. As a striker...
But my thing, though, Austin, then, I know Rashford is worse, but wouldn't it make sense that, okay, Rashford, just striker, just stay there. Cristiano, you go out wide. Let's at least put you in your best position. Striker is a non-entity because we know Rashford is useless. But at least let's put Cristiano in his best position to give him the best chance to succeed.
And when Rashford came on today, you saw Cristiano trying to get into that left-hand position and trying to force Rashford into the striker position. You saw him drifting to the left because that's where he kept wanting to go, because that's where he knows that he's playing his best football. I don't know why he thinks he's a striker. Literally, at the striker position, he looks like Goofy from Mickey Mouse. All right? Him and Bruno, that Bruno Fernandes guy, it's Goofy and Pluto from Mickey Mouse. All right? Like, you have Goofy and Pluto is his bitch, right? You have Cristiano and Bruno Fernandes is his bitch, right? You have Mickey Mouse, Ralph Ragnick. You have Ralph Ragnick, who is Mickey Mouse. You have Donald and Daisy Duck, who are basically the people that no one likes. That are completely useless. Maguire and Rashford, and then you have just Manchester United in general as Disney Plus. All right, so we just basically created the Mickey Mouse Club out of Manchester United. We have Goofy and Pluto, Cristiano and Bruno Fernandes. We have Mickey Mouse, Ralph Ragnick. We have Harry Maguire as our friend Donald Duck, and Rashford as our friend Daisy Duck.
Daisy.
So yeah. So now we have the complete squad.
Wait. Also, relax. Just hold up. So, chat. I'm going to put out a poll. So, what should Osasuna receive?
The first time offense. It was he slipped. Yo.
So let us see.
Right.
Yellow.
VAR check.
Wait, no,
Not every foul is a
Nah.
yellow. Come on, bro.
Red or nothing. So guys,
gonna be a
streets
tight one.
vote away. Streets vote away, man. Vote away, man. So because I had like goofy, I had some. So basically, the streets will
The
decide
Disney
your fate
merchants.
Suna. Those right. So Suna, finish your thing while the streets decide your fate, man. Suna, finish your point.
And yes, Isai, this trash that you say about the Premier League not being the best league compared to La Liga,
I've
HH,
never said that. I've never said that. I said the Premier League is trash. That doesn't. I mean, let's be honest. Premier League probably is the best league, but this is still trash. But guys, come on. We have Watford and Leeds, and Leeds.
Yeah,
Leeds
dude,
lost 4-0
Leeds
today.
are, oh my god, Leeds are
lost 4-0
terrible.
today.
But I wanted to save this for when we talked about Man City and Rodri, but at the risk of being red carded in a couple of minutes, I will show this now. HH, will you share this for me
Be brave,
here?
I stand
over
with you,
here.
Osasuna.
There
what you
is
gotta do.
something that I just wanted to show you here. So when we talk about Cristiano and we talk about La Liga being the best league, as you always like to say, HH, I'd just like to show you something. This is the 2011-12 Real Madrid CF season, right? Oh, look here. What's this? What is this? What's this? What are all these scores, HH? What are all these? It's the same. It's the same for Barcelona. Here's another one. All right, and this is worse. This is far worse. What is this, HH? What is this? All of these, and guess what's the worst part? What is this? What is this? What? Sorry. What is this? What is all of this? Why am I seeing all of this?
Wait.
Why am I seeing
What are you trying?
all of this? I'm trying to
like,
say.
what's your point?
What the hell is the point of calling La Liga the best league?
That's what Lewandowski does today, but just like Ronaldo is obviously a much better goal scorer overall.
No, but I'm saying this is not only this guy. I can show you Barcelona with Messi as well. And we talk about Pep dominating.
Osasuna, can I ask
Osasuna, you make no sense. You know.
Yeah,
You know why
like,
you don't
what
make
the
sense,
fuck?
Osasuna? Because Norwich didn't to Charlie Band destroy Norwich 7-0. Didn't that just happen? Didn't Messi destroy Newcastle, what, 5-0, 6-0?
Talk about how bad Leeds are.
Leeds lost. No. Leeds lost.
Bielsa the fraud.
Leeds, how many?
United beat
4-2.
Southampton 9-0.
We
United
beat,
beat Southampton.
bro. Osasuna, like,
Bro, was a guy scoring a hat trick? Was a finished footballer scoring a hat trick against all of the at the same club all at once?
Let me ask you a question. You are comparing Barca and
Peak
back then.
Peak
when
Real Madrid. Oh my
bro,
god.
they were two of the best sides the football has ever seen, bro. You're comparing this to Mason Mount dropping hat tricks, bro.
Wait, Osasuna, you know.
Hey, whoa.
No, wait, hold on. Osasuna, this is where,
bro.
No, Osasuna. This is where you wish you had like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Before you pulled up that whole thing, I think the red thing was on like 12%. Bro, the voting is now a lot closer and everything after that you pulled up. I mean.
Okay. I will close my mouth.
I mean, let's end the poll now because I like you. So we'll end the poll. Oh my god, you are one lucky people. So 21% said I should give you a warning. 25% said a red. 27% said nothing.
Oh, wait,
27% said a yellow.
Damn.
Actually, no, sorry.
It's changed.
Wait, how does the poll change after you end it?
It's still live right now. It's still live. The vote
Hey, stop this poll. Stop this poll. Stop this poll. Stop this
Bro,
poll.
this is
Listen, stop this poll.
Also,
Stop this
If I
poll.
stop the poll, you get it red. It's
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me quickly go on. Where is this? YouTube. Have Hope Football Hut.
Why bad?
Here we go. Nothing. Oh no. What?
No, okay, look, man.
Shit.
Guys, I'm.
oh, that's an L,
No,
bro.
put it this way. Because I put the poll out for his original. This was for the original transgression, not for this transgression. For the original transgression, and that poll, the majority said nothing. So you're lucky though. You are lucky.
You might as well give him a yellow
Damn,
card.
bro.
Yeah, what about this one?
You might as well.
Dude, wait. He got his Russian buddies cyber attacking the poll.
Bram got me.
Whoa. So he's getting away with no yellow card? Yo,
No.
VAR check him.
No. He gets no, because the original voting for that transgression, most said nothing. So Barry, talk
screw
to me
you,
about
referee.
Sia thingy, my bro.
Osasuna, like I don't know what he's talking about because this shit is going to be out on the internet. Like thousands of people are gonna hear what you said. So that's just what I'm saying. But
Dude, that's not the first stupid thing I've said. And plus, it's not actually that bad compared to a lot of other things. I said Sevilla would win the league last season. I said Sevilla would win the league last season.
Maybe you saw the future.
okay.
Maybe you saw the future.
Okay. Look, I respect Cristiano and everything, no matter what everybody says, you know. He's 75 years old, he has accomplished everything in this game, but like we need to be honest. Like I think today he had enough chances to do something, you know. I think that this is something that we've been saying for years. Like, yeah, he's probably the greatest finisher ever, but like except from that, like he cannot do anything on the pitch and everything. And when we compare that to other goats of the game, like I think it's kind of a disgrace that we compare him to other greats like Maradona, the real Ronaldo, Zidane, and even Messi if you want to throw him out there. But like I think that's kind of disrespectful if we compare footballing abilities and everything. So like obviously I still think that Man United is gonna get top four, and I think that he's gonna put a 3-piece and a soda against Atleti and everything. But like this shit is not looking good, you know, because Arsenal they being on the road right now. So we're gonna see what happens.
All right.
Thank you, Barry, for the
wait,
hope.
Hold on, yeah,
Thank you.
minutes. So Rob, before I come to you, I wanna but Rob, before I come to you, Rob, how are you doing and how is life? I need to ask this. How are you doing and how's life?
Life's fine and I'm doing well.
Your family, everything, all good, everything in good shape. Are you in good health?
Yes.
All good. So and you're not taking any drugs or any illegal substances. No drugs. Everything. No drugs.
No, never have.
What's going on?
Wait. Hold up. Have you ever taken any drugs before? Never.
No, never.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what's going on?
I'm just checking because people say that you used to do something, but I'm happy you did.
Oh, don't listen to the streets. Don't listen to the
So
streets.
yes, mute your mic.
You're the snitch.
So mute your mic. So Rob, talk to me. Is there too much hate towards Cristiano and so forth? And do you think that people are too harsh on a guy who's given us so many amazing memories?
No, not really. Based on performances, based on form, he has been very poor. So he deserves the criticism because what he did in the past is in the past. So you can't really, you can look back at it, but you can't praise him for it now. So you have to criticize him based on form and what he's doing now, because now he's playing very poorly.
Pizza or chips, Rob? Which would you choose if you had to choose, pizza or chips?
Probably pizza.
Why?
Because of the two, I think I prefer
that. Rob, pineapple on pizza?
No.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Why
Damn,
not?
Rob is a one-line region.
Hold up, Rob. Wait a minute. Rob, why not pineapple on pizza? You have to give me a specific reason why you don't like pineapple.
Somebody's
on pizza.
gonna get out, bro.
Because I just don't like pineapple.
Are you against fruit?
No, I like fruit, but I just don't
Hold
like
on,
pineapple.
okay. If you're not against fruit, why wouldn't you have pineapple on pizza?
Because I just don't like pineapple specifically.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay, that is fair, man.
That
fair.
was weird.
Okay.
that is fair, man. That is fair, man. That's no, but I told you, Rob, the guy, he's a legend, bro. This guy, he's the new Juju man. He's the new Juju man. The guy's a legend, man. So let's see what else the streets are saying, man. Oh shit. Okay, Rodrigo Rodersman, thank you for the job. Says African students in Ukraine have been refused entry in Poland and are being told to stay in Ukraine. Honestly, I don't care for this tribal war. Yeah, no, things are crazy, man. Things are going crazy. I'm trying to keep up to date with a dear friend, Dr. Joe, who is still in Ukraine and everything, but he's still trying to hopefully get an opening. So hopefully, guys can get an opening there and everything, you know. So, Sama, thank you for the chair. Says a stewardship trustee is protecting Ibrahimovic from seizing or freezing his assets. CFC. So, is this in relation to your boy? What's it called? Bram. You know. Look, see, guys, look, man. Bram's just trying to live, man. He's just trying to live. Bram is just trying to live. Yasin, mute your mic. He's just trying to live. Mute.
That's confusing.
Gatlock says HH. Okay. I don't talk to Bram. I don't know who he is. You know, I've never.
A lot of evidence. A lot of videos.
Bram is.
He knows Bram. He knows Marina. You know.
Bram is a Filipino guy.
You're lucky you have lawyers that's in the panel. You're lucky.
Bram is a Filipino dude who helps.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, those videos might actually get demonetized.
Shout out to Bram, a Filipino who lives in the Philippines, and is great with computers and so forth, and works on minimum wage. So that's Bram.
OHH, can I ask you a question quickly?
That's thank you, Bram, from the Philippines. If I could say hello in Filipino, I would. QC8 says, should we put respect on Ibra at United at 37? # 3 trophies. We should. We should. Ibra is one of the better older players that I've seen. So yeah, we definitely should, man. Caesar the Emperor. Siath, okay, you know what?
Oh
my god. All right.
Oh my
we thank you. We're gonna move on.
I mean, he can't miss 2 kids on the way, bro.
We're gonna move on. J. Jockins says,
my man has some good super chats.
Did you see that Pogba flip to Elanga?
Yeah, it was nice, bro.
Pogba is overrated and trash, bro.
No, go watch that flick again, though. That was a nice flick.
Chase it. Man City wearing no war t-shirts as their owners literally abstained from a vote to condemn Russia in the war. In case you want to know what sports washing is.
That is true.
That's deep. Hassan. Congratulations to Liverpool Carabao Cup winners 2022. Ha ha ha. I can't wait to see Chelsea get completely destroyed by Liverpool. Hassan, my God, man. Yeah, you can be saying this stuff. You're so boastful, man. What the heck? Okay, fine. Be like that, Hassan. Be like that. Hash. From Mr. Ota Hashirama. Thank you for the dub, man. Sia 37. We have a new acting position in Secret Wars phase in Marvel 2025. Forget about football. Disney wants you. I know you said you wanted to become an actor after football. Hollywood can't wait anymore. And guys, I'm telling you this right now. In Tottenham, all he wants. Cristiano is going to be a movie star afterwards. Now, here's the thing. If United get knocked out by Atletico, I would like Cristiano to retire and join the MCU. Because I think he would make a great MCU character. So, Ota, that's my deal. Because I believe
character?
I believe
Which one?
Which
character?
Captain America in one of the multiverses.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Is it Captain America?
Yellow.
So yeah, relax. Because I was about to card in there. So I want to come back to Rob here. Actually, no. Sorry, no. Before we do that, let's sort this out first. Before we do that,
wait, can I talk on CR7 H's? Can I speak on CR7?
No, Jamal. We're moving on. We're moving on, Jamal.
Nah.
Yes, mute. Jamal, talk about it.
Yeah, I have to speak about this guy, man. I mean, it is not even funny again. You know, I used to look forward to watching the disaster classes on Twitter with the Titanic song. But bro, it's every week now. It's every week I'm seeing this. It's not funny anymore. And I don't want to bring up the other guy, but this is why people say that how Messi is a overall better player than Ronaldo. Because they're both old, but you can still see what Messi is doing to games. CR7 relied on his pace. He was skillful when he was at Manchester United, but his overall game has always been about the athleticism part of football. And bro, it's showing now because this guy is awful, man. And I fully agree with I always forget the guy name, the Danish guy. Sorry, I forget your name, bro.
Abdul?
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah. This guy, why is he
He's
playing so?
Danish?
How you forgetting the name, bro? How you
Wait,
forgetting
he's
the name?
Danish?
Right there.
Isn't Abdul Danish? Oh, is
No, he's
Yeah.
from Mars. No, Jamal, he's from Mars. He's from Mars. He's from Mars. He's from Mars.
Anyway,
He's
yeah.
from
Manchester.
Abdul Mute. I said you're from Mars. Abdul Mute your mic. Jamal, talk over him. Talk over him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I agree with Abdul. Why is this guy at 37 playing so much games, man? I mean, bro, with all due respect, in the Premier League, there are guys who like to get stuck in, as the English guys say, stuck in. There are guys like Shea Adams, John Joe Shelby, Shane Longstaff, Scott Arfield. These guys are hustlers, man.
Wait, guys.
can't
Are
do
you,
it.
are you hearing Disney? This sounds like Game of Thrones characters, man.
No, but AJ, they're hustlers. As the English folks love to say, they love to get stuck in. Bro, today I watched the game and Tom Cleverly was literally not giving this guy a rest. He was on him whole game, man. And that's what's going on in England, man. So, bro, I'm feeling sorry for CR7 now. All he have is a Champions League. If Manchester United go to Atletico, bro, I think he might have to retire because the
The memes, man.
performance is horrible. It's horrible.
You guys are harsh, man. Okay, so I want to now address this right now. I know what, Jamal, stay on the line because I think this involves you. So here's my thing. Now, let me just give my thoughts on this because I'm gonna give my thoughts on this. This is a handball. Handball. I don't care. It's a handball. Like, according to it's a handball. Now, I believe now this is where we have a discussion. The reason why I believe this wasn't given was because there was already a offside. So there was an offside that happened before. Jamal, am I right or wrong? Or did City
You're wrong,
pay the
AJ.
ref?
You're wrong.
You're wrong because I watched the interview
You're
after
wrong.
from Frank, and Frank said that how he went up to the referee and asked if it was offside. They say they checked it and he wasn't offside, so they was checking the decision. Bro, H, I don't know if you know, but you know the guy who was in VAR. You know he's from Manchester. The guy is Chris Kavanagh. You can search it up right now. I mean, why are they having Manchester guys who born in Manchester reffing Manchester United and Manchester City games? I mean, bro, you can see this guy is what? That was a handball. Everyone saw it. I mean, how is that not a handball, man? I'm pissed off, man. It's obvious they want Manchester City to win. You know that, HH. They want Manchester City to win the Premier League.
No, see, my conspiracy theory is they want to make it exciting. So,
But wouldn't it be more exciting if they drop points today to make it more?
Dude, these guys are looking fishy, man. They're looking fishy.
No. What they want is let them keep on winning. So that come up #up9, it's a 3 points differential. Because it's much more intriguing if these guys keep on winning. So it's like, oh, geez, like they're so close. Because again, it's if let's say City, who already look like if they look a little bit rusty, drop points here, and Liverpool are just on the run. Bro, by the time we get to April 9th, Liverpool could be like 5, 6, 7 points ahead. You don't want that. That's not exciting. What you want is to keep it close.
Yeah, just to finish off on this, I don't want to be reactionary, too. But, bro, I watched that Everton game. City are looking shook. Bro, this is the first time City, and they're not playing their normal game, They're looking very, very shaky, bro. And I don't know if it's the pressure. I don't know what it is. But City are not looking like prime City. I don't know what it is. I just have to say that.
These guys are playing some rag ball out there. Like it
Yeah,
was bad.
Jamal, do you
it
need
was
help?
bad today.
We
Yeah.
can help you guys out.
Is Prep feeling the pressure? That's what I want to know.
Dude,
Because he has
against
experience.
United, man, it's gonna
Jamal,
be
we can
rag
help
ball
you out,
against
bro.
rag ball.
Jamal, we can help you out. Do you need our help?
Yeah.
Wait, is City's next game against United?
Yes.
Yes, it's a derby.
It's literally rag ball against rag ball.
Yeah,
The way
and
that City are playing
and
now.
Manchester United always beat them at the Etihad. It's in Old Trafford where Manchester United struggle, but at the Etihad, Manchester United always beat them.
No,
so
but,
it's gonna be
but
interesting.
that's all it takes, though.
Yeah, that's. Let's see. I'm looking forward to that game.
Next Sunday. Woo!
Come on, CR7.
You know when I said that
5-0
I terminated my loan HH.
Mm-hmm.
I re-established my loan HH.
No, you can't. Abdul, you cannot do that.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Do that.
So where are you going now, Abdul?
So
Yeah.
I'm back at City for the rest of the season.
A yellow card, guys. Give him
No, I'm already on a yellow. I'm already.
But guys, you know. Yeah.
Let me land, man. Let me land.
Oh, go on.
So what happened today is, I have family in Liverpool. So HH, I told my cousin to help us out today. HH. So what happened was, when the handball incident happened, HH, I told my cousin to EMP the VAR booth, HH.
Abdul.
You know the VAR booth isn't even in Liverpool, right?
Abdul, HH won't do it, but I'll warn you, be careful.
HH, there were apparently there was technical difficulties in the VAR booth.
I mean, he makes sense. It could have happened. I mean, the way that decision was made, it was so nonsensical.
I have.
Bro, this guy Abdul, man.
I have no comment. Jamal. Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, bro, it always was a running joke that you're jinx. But after seeing how Manchester City are playing at Inter Milan, bro, you said these deeds are finished. Are you scared of what you're doing? Oh, are you just saying that how it's just a coincidence?
I am fucking terrified.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Jamal, scared of what specifically?
Bro, you're a jinx. Everything you say, the opposite happens.
Yeah, it's actually
Well,
scary.
in football terms, only in football terms.
It's biblical.
It's scary.
My thing here is, look, I am still sticking with Man City to win this league.
Yeah, yes.
I dare Pep not to win this league. Based on how far ahead he was and how we've already written this league off, I dare him to. I dare him not to win this league. So it's basically that's because my thing is, because if we look back at the fixtures again, because remember, so it's, and what is City's bogey fixture? Palace away.
Oh yeah, Palace, yes.
They always struggle with Palace away. Now, obviously, Brighton, Burnley, they'll think it, and then we've got boom,
the big game.
Oh yeah, March. Because I say, okay, so March is obviously World Cup. Okay, because there are only 2 games in March. So I think because March is World Cup qualifier. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, if City beats United and they beat Palace, I think then they'll be good against Brighton. I'm thinking, but my thing is, those are the 2 games that could potentially swing things. Is what happens against United and what happens against Palace. But I think with the way City are, it's real, bro. Because do you know why it's real? Yes, yeah, man. You gotta get those points, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Help us.
That's real.
So yes, it's not even about helping thingy. Forget about the Liverpool. You need those points.
It.
But that's why the Watford game is such a. That's why all United fans are going crazy about this Watford game. If you would have won against Watford, then we didn't have to win against Manchester City. But now we do.
Have to beat because why that game is so huge. But whatever happens in that City United game could be massive. If City win, if City win, or even if City win, cool. United, you are screwed. If City and United draw, City are both pretty screwed. United are even more screwed. If United win, City are seriously screwed.
Yep.
Because
So-
HH,
because my thing is because yes,
Can't wait for
yes,
that
it's
game.
right. You see, I have been saying as Arsenal, they won't get top 4.
That's what's scary.
I'm looking at this league, bro. I'm looking at
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to add up the math because see, my thing is this: is that before that Watford game, Arsenal's games in hand are Liverpool and Chelsea, which they probably
And
won't win.
Tottenham. They have three.
Tottenham.
Tottenham's
Yeah,
still in the
Okay,
discussion.
Liverpool and
Yeah.
Chelsea, I think those are 2 L's. Tottenham, they
Who
can
knows?
probably beat them. But my
Yeah.
thing
They
is
never-
that
they
if you
never
keep
beat
on
us at
dropping
home.
points, those games become less must-win games. You know?
Exactly. So that's why we need to. That's what I'm saying. Like Manchester United's next 3 games is literally Man City, Tottenham, then Liverpool at Anfield.
No, Man United decides how the season's going to
we
go.
can decide the actual exactly how the season goes.
But out of funny aside, who do you want to win the title? Out of Manchester City or Liverpool?
Jamal, here's the thing, the last time Liverpool won the league, coronavirus broke. That's when coronavirus was a thing.
Yeah.
No one knew what coronavirus was. We had 30 years of peace. We had 30 plus years of peace. The moment Liverpool decides to win the league title, the whole world goes crazy. For the sake of the world, we need Manchester City to win this league, bro.
Okay.
You
3
can,
years.
yeah.
Yes, no, he will be better than Fergie if that happens. Then.
Wait, hold on, because we have to talk about Bielsa, but let me just take some doubles because I need to have a Bielsa rant, man. Let's see. So from your boy Kelvin Sahiru, CR7 is the ghost of Man United. He has won the sympathy door from his fans, and he's a future Instagram door winner. You see, people say all this stuff, man. If the guy drops a 2-piece against Atleti, now what? I told you, keep insulting him, keep abusing him. When this guy drops up a 2-3-piece, then you'll see, bro. Half hopes. I don't have a Ukrainian. I don't have a Ukrainian.
Hey, what is it? What is this?
I don't have a Ukrainian son.
Why do all your sons have a
Also,
gun?
if I had a child, my child wouldn't be white.
I just have so many.
No, HH is Drake. He doesn't claim his children.
Even if I had a child with a pale white cast, the ghost female,
You're
they
who
would
you
not look
attract.
like that. So
Bro,
I don't
who
know.
is that celebrity
I don't know who
again?
you are. I don't know who you are. I am not your father, bro. So
Jennifer Lopez or something?
in the words of
Hey,
Michael Joseph Jackson, the kid is not my son.
No,
You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Claim your
Manifest.
children, bro.
Manifest,
Claim
yes, you
your
mute
kids,
your
bro.
mic.
Be a good father, bro.
Manifest says in 2012, a High Court judge stated that the Chelsea owner had privileged access to the leader, as well as very good relations. So, Manifest, can you please show me clear evidence of this, bro? If you can email me clear evidence of this, and I'll greatly appreciate it. So, show me clear evidence of this, that'll be cool. But without evidence, I don't really know what we're saying here. So, please show me clear evidence of this stuff happening. Hey, Messi, what up, man? How you doing? It's good to be chilling in Uber Eats while the fool is in EPL. Huh. I get to play with Mbappe, Neymar, and the Portuguese Gedmuller plays with Elanga, Rash, and Haaland.
Hey yo,
the true goat. Come on.
Shout out Pogba, man.
Did you just
got
get
it.
that?
Messi, you deserve a yellow card, bro.
I just got it. I just got it. Oh Lord. Okay, let's move. I'm slow. I'm so slow. Let's go.
Yeah.
Guys, look, shush. Stop. From Ota Hashirama. Oh, man, people are messed up. Ota Hashirama says, to be honest, Man City must be doing some voodoo-ish before games. How many times do they have controversial calls this season and last?
But there's something called ball don't lie.
Ota, I want you to take it back to the year 2009.
Right.
Yes. Champions League. Can I talk? I'll
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
So I was talking about 2009, where Chelsea had 3 clear penalty calls not given.
Allegedly.
And also, I want you to
3. More
I
like
want
6.
you to. I want you
No,
to.
HH, you
but,
can't do that.
I want to be nice. And also, I want you to go and look at who was the manager of that Barca team. Also, dodgy refereeing calls follows, hence why I can never call Pep as good as Mourinho.
But HH, like you bought
Mourinho had to fight for scraps.
You
Mourinho
bought the
has never
Champions League
had
last
a
year, though.
refereeing call in his favor. Pep
That's
has
a
lived
lie.
his entire career through refereeing calls. That's how he breathes. Cobham, talk to me. So when you want to say Cobham, talk to me.
True.
I'll talk
man.
about that.
I watched that 09 and I was thinking to myself, bro, how is this not a penalty? Like the PK one, that was
Bro, what?
outrageous.
But
Last minute
Come
one,
on,
against
they
that-
cheated.
oh my-
Like it's so
No,
complicated.
HH,
They
you can't say
cheated.
that.
Yo, HH,
You
can I
can't
say
say that,
something
HH,
quickly?
because you
I
cheated
thought-
last year,
no,
though.
because
Cobham, didn't you not cheat last year?
Yes, can you mute your
Didn't
mic?
you have
Oh,
was it
no, no,
Maluda and who was Maluda
Can
and
you mute your mic? A
Drogba
UCL winner is
doing the
speaking.
draws? Was
a
it not?
UCL winner is speaking. Wait, how do I mute this guy? Come on, talk over the dude.
Nah, because I've always said that Pep was not talking tactics on that day. He was asking the ref for his bank account, sort code, pin,
thief.
How can I send this money into your account
Cobham,
so it doesn't
theft.
look dodgy?
He's a fraud. He's a thief. They stole that thing.
Yo,
I will
and
never ever
HH,
recognize
can I speak
Chelsea's
quickly?
09. I'll never recognize Barca's 09
Can I
win.
speak quickly,
Never.
please?
It's never happened.
That's outrageous, that game, and it's
And we
and
don't
it
recognize
still
it
went on-
Wait, can I speak quickly, please?
Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody
Wait,
wants to
can
hear
I
what you have
speak
to say.
quickly?
Okay, no one wants to know. No. Cobham has spoken, and Cobham is the last to speak. Cobham, bless you.
HH, will you keep
I want to say
supporting-
something quickly,
No,
please.
no. This is a dictatorship. No, it's a dictatorship. Hamza Talks Football says, take a shot every time. Well, see, if I did that,
You'll be drunk.
I have
Bro,
to go
like-
to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous.
1 hour compilation, bro.
So I'd have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Bro, if I did this whole bottle is going down tonight, man.
Yo, shout out Hansa Talks Football, bro.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Shout out, bro.
From
Shout out
Sam
CFC
says,
time as well,
Pep,
bro. Shout out.
Pep is arrogant. He said it was offside. What is he talking about? I hope Man City wins 0 trophies. Oh, man, that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
Don't dare
From
be
Otsa
competition.
Hashirama says, my account was hacked by Abram in Thailand.
What the hell? Bro, guys are weird, bro.
Whoa, HH has Roman Abramovich is funding HH channel?
Be careful. All those calls you make to Bram.
Bro, I'm confused.
You have a nickname for him. All those calls you make to Bram,
guys,
you're
like-
close, bro.
All those jerseys.
There's some, maybe
People are coming for your channel.
maybe I'm the problem. I don't think there's any channel that has as many crazy, creative, psychotic people. This is scary. I'm like,
Bro, this is why it's the best.
It's like if people are building like their own universe here or something. I'm like, what?
Are you sponsored by Russia, HH?
Hey, yo, that was out of bounds, bro. That was out of bounds.
Yo,
wait, hold on. Okay, Rob, I want to come to you. No, actually, no. Okay, so here's where I want to go because I want to go here.
Are we gonna talk about the deuce?
Easy.
Can I talk about Ronaldo?
Briefly, very briefly.
Gallup,
because I need
please,
to
be
talk
nice.
about Rob about
Please.
Bielsa and Kane. Gallup, briefly, go for it. Briefly.
Okay, no, it's just that I don't know why people are getting angry at the guy's hustle, man. The guy came to United. Yeah, he's shit, but that's United's fault, man.
Damn.
I mean, it's United for buying the guy. Let's be honest, nobody really wanted the guy when he was leaving Juventus. And then the guy used the sympathy award to come to United, making it seem like he was going to City. Now curved, everybody looked stupid, and he came to United. I mean, when he came to United, everybody was happy, bro. I mean, Abdul is right. Everybody was happy. I remember this being said.
With one of the greatest players of all time in your team.
We're easily one of the favorites. We're up there, 100%. I just feel like people sometimes don't watch football when they speak. You know, that's what I've noticed. Either that or just people are just stupid. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best goal scorers in the history of football. The guy everywhere he goes, he scores goals. Man United finished second last year without a proper goal scorer. How easily a 20 to 25 goal scoring machine. Guy will score goals for you. He'll score goals from corners. He'll score goals from everywhere. So I just feel like Manchester United. I just feel like Ali just acquired one of the most cheap. It's a cheap for HG.
Yes, my thing, you have not answered my question. With Cristiano, what's the bare minimum you expect when you have to your team?
This is if I close my eyes, where do I envision Manchester United's season going? Champions League final. I see us challenging for the top. I see us potentially on the road to getting in trouble. Honestly. I see us making an FA Cup final. I see us making a Champions League final, and I'm seeing us being up there at the end of the season as potentially being Premier League winners.
All right,
Gatlo, that's fine. So Yassi side. That's your. So we passed on the taping to my experts analysts, and they verified that is 100% a match. So yes, can you respond to Exhibit B that was played by the prosecution, Gatlock?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I just want to say I don't know who that person was, but
oh my God,
but hold on, I'm gonna defend what that person said. To be honest, Manchester United are the only club in English football history to win a treble, so it is, sensible to think that they might do it again since they're the only team that did it. So, that being said, it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it is.
Mute your mic. So I want to now come to this as well. So it's 16-15. So I want to come to Rob right now because this involved his club. So Rob was tweeting me because Rob thinks that I'm a hater of Kane and so on. Rob was like, HH, you bold calypso. Look what my guy Kane is doing. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But here's the thing. Bielsa, my God in heaven.
He's crap.
Do you know there are Leeds fans who still swear by this guy? And are loyal disciples of this dude. But very briefly here, I want us to be very, very brief here. Rob, should we really be giving credits to Tottenham, or should we just accept that Leeds under Bielsa are garbage, filth, and trash? So how good was Tottenham's win against a filthy trash team coached by a guy who is completely clueless?
Leeds have been terrible this season, but Spurs did play well, even though Leeds were horrible today. But bring up Fabrizio Romano's Twitter because about Leeds.
I think I might have seen something about that, man. So let me bring it, because I think this may be related to Bielsa, man. Let me bring it up.
Yes.
Isn't Bielsa gone?
It's a disgrace.
How many goals these guys have conceded?
How are you bringing on?
No.
How are you bringing in Jesse March?
It's a complete mess, man. It is an absolute complete
Harry
mess.
Maguire scored. Oh, Lord have mercy.
How are you
these
bringing
guys
in
are
Jesse March?
continuing 4, 3, 5, 6. Aha, here we go. So let me bring this up for you guys to your boy Fabrizio Romano. Marcelo Bielsa sets to leave Leeds after poor performances this season. Lawyers now discussing his exit. Former Leipzig manager Jesse Marsh close to be appointed as the new head coach. Talk still ongoing between Leeds board and Marsh, first called by David Ornstein. And here's the thing, because my thing is, and it's like this. This is similar to the whole Simeone thing. He did an amazing thing for Leeds in the championship. And they was really good because he redefined how they played, and they played great, exciting football. At the end of the day, what have you done for me lately? Not what you did for me 2 years ago or a year ago. What did you do for me today, yesterday, and what can you do for me tomorrow? The fact is, as of right now, where Leeds are right now, we can't be like, oh, because Bielsa promoted you playing amazing football, you must go down with a sinking ship. He's just not right for where Leeds are right now in the Premier League against Premier League teams.
But HH, you know what the problem is, HH? The big problem that they have is let's be honest about this. The majority of their players are championship players, championship quality players. The reason why I think it's a bad idea to sack him is because he's been overachieving with this set of players. These players, you can't name me 5 Leeds players. You can't.
No,
can't
well, Rafinha is
Alien,
a Brazilian
Dallas,
international.
Stewart.
Patrick Bamford.
Yeah, I'll say on 3 guys.
Well, I was asking one, not all of you. I was saying
No.
So what I was saying,
wait.
what I'm saying, HH,
No. But wait, Abdul. My thing is that he's a manager. You can't play the same exact way you played against championship teams. Now you're in the Premier League. You have to, bro. Why are you so attacking? Why are you playing such a highline against Liverpool, against Man City, against when you get beaten and destroyed with a highline? Be a bit more defensive. Are you saying you don't have a plan B? Are you saying you can't play a counter attack? Are you saying you can't play a more balanced style? Come on.
He doesn't.
No, but HH, like, let's be honest. He's been successful with his style. And last season, I think the problem is the same, very much like Oli. He overachieved. So he set the standard too high. Whereas realistically, the squad he has shouldn't be anywhere near mid-table, HH. His squad is like basically championship level. Let's be honest. And I think if they get relegated, they're going to struggle to get promoted, bro, HH. Because, and to be honest, I respect him because he's a manager. Let's be honest, HH, like when you are a very attacking team, it's very tough to say, oh, we're going to Liverpool now. We're going to go ultra defensive because the team isn't really set up for it. You know what I mean? It's either or. Like, how many teams? Okay, can you tell me 2 teams that are both super attacking, but in the big games they go ultra defensive? You can't tell me because that doesn't really happen in football.
When you're clearly the inferior side, you don't have to completely betray your philosophy, but you have to tweak it.
HH, I think what's going on here is you are so ingrained in terrorist football because you support Chelsea FC that you can't see from an outside perspective.
Yo, that's like 3 fouls.
That's tough. And how ironic, guys.
I made my point. Now, I'm trying to convince you, HH.
Keep talking, because remember, I have this. So this is really powerful. So just keep talking. Just keep talking.
Yeah. So I think honestly, they're making a mistake by sacking him because they should have stuck it out with him. Because I'll bet any money that they're gonna get relegated anyway. I think this is like, I don't even know what they're doing because, in my opinion, they have a championship squad. Then I doubt that this manager is going to be able to get something new out of these players when they've been so heavily ingrained in one specific style of play.
All right, let me take some notes and then we have to move on to Vlaho. So where are we at? Oh, see, this is what I don't. Okay, so guys, so let me just, before I read this dub, actually no, before I read this dub. So Casey's a Barca fan, and Casey knows that he stole that UCL in 2009. And Casey is reeling because we beat the crap out of them in 2012 in their own home ground, and Messi also missed a penalty in that game. Casey is also reeling because ever since he saw his team get embarrassed 8-2, it has given him brain damage and PTSD. So keep in mind that his dubs are based off of an 8-2 PTSD and a 2012 PTSD where Messi missed a penalty and was crying afterwards when he messed up a chance of taking his team through because we embarrassed them at the Camp Nou where we beat them with 10 men against 11. Keep that in
What
mind.
did you have to say
So,
all of
Casey,
that, bro? That was petty.
Casey says, Blood Money FC shouldn't talk about cheating. Every trophy you won is based on actual theft. Watch the first leg. So many anti-Barca wrong decisions. Corbin, do you want to respond to this attack by Casey?
If I'm being objectively speaking, the referee decisions for both legs were trash. So it is what it is, and you went on to win the Champions League, so it doesn't matter anymore. So
It matters to me, bro.
But it don't matter because
Can I ask you one
if Chelsea
question
won, we
about
would have
that?
said the same thing. But
It matters to me. It matters to me.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
This Champions League you won, do you think it's going to be your last if Graham leaves?
What?
I said this Champions League you won recently. Do you think that's going to be your last for a while if Graham leaves?
Well, the fact that there are no away goals, we remain the legitimate champions.
Don't say
Can I
that.
ask you a question?
So 09 counts as well.
Hold on, guys. When you played Porto, was it in Portugal?
It doesn't matter what you say. Until the team wins it with away goals, we remain the legitimate
when you
champions.
played Porto, was it in Portugal?
Yeah. No, Seville.
No, it
Mohamed,
was in Seville. It was in Seville.
Mohamed bin League. Mohamed, I know.
Did you play with three substitutes?
I understand. Mohamed bin League. Mohamed bin League says, Bram, give CFC to me. You're always in City's shadows. I mean, that's interesting, but have you won any UCLs though? Yeah, man. I don't know what shadows you're talking about because didn't we beat you in a UCL final? Last I checked. Hamza. Uh-oh. Yeah, man. That's a nice image, guys. That's a nice image. Hamza Talks Football says Lukaku is on touch watch for the rest.
You know he's gonna score a brace tomorrow, right? Lukaku is scoring tomorrow.
Three-piece, man.
No, he's not.
At
He's not
three-piece.
scoring tomorrow.
3-piece and a
Absolutely
soda.
not touch tomorrow. Fabrizio Romano says Jesse March signing 1st of March.
Don't say the rest. Don't say the rest.
You're so close as well.
Nah, but March is
part of
gonna
you
get them
is
ready.
rising up.
These guys are slick, man. They're
Do you know how trash that was? From Bielsa's long from Cheer.
Because he always sits on this.
From Cheer. Shout out to Cheer. Cheer says, public service announcement. Bielsa disowned me for his knees.
Yeah.
Sir Bielsa, stop crouching. Your knees will give up before your career. Come here and sit. Calm your nerves.
You know this
Man,
guy
He's
from
always
the game.
What is
Hey,
going
hold
on?
on,
People are
to be
funny,
fair.
man. People are funny.
No, to be fair, the guy crouches because the guy keeps getting looked at.
All right. Thanks.
Can I
for
say
that.
something real quick, HH?
Yeah, I want to speak on Spurs
Yeah.
as well.
Suleiman, what do
You go first, bro.
I'll speak on
Okay.
Leeds as well.
So
Suleiman, what
since
do you want?
I was in the background when you were talking about Cristiano and
Good,
stuff.
Anisha.
Okay, relax.
Anisha,
HH,
you should
relax,
have stayed there.
relax.
You should have stayed
Oh,
there.
Relax. And then there's something I sent to your DM that has to relate with a stat from one of them that currently plays in the Premier League and the one
Can
that
you
doesn't.
share it, please?
Suleiman thinks he's slick. Suleiman,
No, it's
Suleiman
nothing bad.
sent in my
It's not
DM, man.
it's not bad.
What does he send in my DM? Right? Let's see what he sends in my DM, man.
Lugo drew again, man.
Yeah, man, it's tough out here, man. Life is painful.
You know what, Suleiman?
Come on, share it, HH. Like.
Yeah, please.
So, am I starting the first comparison or both comparisons?
Both of them are relevant.
Okay, let's share this first one here, right?
Is it bad?
Okay, you know what? See, Suleiman, you're very sneaky. I blame YSK. I blame YSK for all this. So this is what he sent me. So, Gareth Bale, 20 appearances.
God.
What? This isn't right.
Yeah, it is. That
Oh,
was last
damn.
Yes, it is.
Bill is clinical.
He's got time.
He played 3 games more.
Let's look at the next game, shall we?
Wow, he really done it in 20 appearances. That's crazy.
Let's look at this other.
You really let in a golfer.
Yeah. I want to speak on Spurs.
And bro, Bill is gonna
There's one
retire
left.
this year.
There's one
Bro.
left.
Bill is gonna retire this year as well.
Bro.
Well, Abdul, relax. Suleiman, you see, here's the thing, Suleiman. See, Suleiman, my thing is why? Okay. What compelled you to share that?
No, I mean, since he's like 100 million pound striker and he's like world class, I just wanted to compare him to someone.
97.5.
Yeah.
Team
Thank you. Hey, let's get some content. 97.5, man.
Yeah, so I just wanted to compare him to his previous successors.
So coming to our next thing right now. Let's see. So we're at 229.
Vlahovic.
So
can I speak about the Deuce?
We want to talk about
guys,
Bielsa, man.
easy, relax, man. Let me easy. Let me talk. So guys, I want to make an apology.
You shouldn't apologize. You jinxed him and it worked out for
I
him.
wanna make can you mute, please? I wanna make an apology. He's good. He's good. I believe this kid is 22. Because it's one thing scoring goals. Yeah, goals win games. But it's the type of goals this guy is scoring. In terms of just the quality of finishes, the Vla is something, man. The Vla is something because the Vla has a certain touch and touche and technique that can't be denied. And his goal against Villarreal was an amazing goal. Again, if you watch it, it's flipping amazing. His debut goal was amazing, but both of his goals that he scored, the first goal, taking the keeper to Maz and Venus and putting it through great dribble. Another one, it's the type for where of what Messi used to do during the days where Messi used to chip keepers around. We have ourselves a striker here. We have ourselves a true cold-blooded finisher. But my thing also is, it makes Morata look like a clown, which is why Suleiman is so odd you would bring that up, because I don't know why you'd bring up Morata, because I was sent to clown Morata. Because Morata is on the same team.
I mean, if you're gonna clown Morata,
what is Tim's then?
Yeah, so if you're gonna crown Morata, you better clown Lukaku as well, because they're the same level.
Tim's.
Rob, I know you're on my side here and so forth. So, Rob, how bad is Morata based on just how good Vlahovic is? And should Morata think about retiring? And what do you think Vlahovic's ceiling can be? Could he become one of the best strikers in the world, or are we going a little bit too crazy with how good Vlahovic can be?
Vlahovic is better than Morata at this moment in time. And he's a great player. He's been at Fiorentina. He's been doing very well, scoring a lot of great goals. And I think he has a great ceiling. And he could become potentially one of the best strikers in the world if he keeps playing like this.
Morata. So why do you rate Morata so much? For me, I believe in the half hope eye test. And in half hope eye test, all I need to see is 5 minutes of a player that's playing well. Maybe even less, 2 minutes of a player to realize I know this guy, he has it.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean and so forth. Because that wasn't me. So I don't know who you're trying to.
To be fair to HH, I mean, Morata does pass the eye test. He's just bad at finishing. So I mean,
I don't know why. So, what the heck? The hell?
Siberia. What the hell?
Is someone taking off or something?
Was it a train?
Wait, hold up. Rob, would you swap Kane for Vlahovic now?
Hell no.
No.
Why not?
Because Kane is playing very well at the moment.
What about Vlahovic? He's playing well. Why we need to swap Vlahovic for Kane? Why?
Well, Kane fits his team very well. He is Premier League proven, and he also does things that maybe Vlahovic can't do.
But Vlahovic is a lot younger. What if Vlahovic can become better because of his potential and his ceiling and what he could do in the next few years because he's much younger than Kane? How about that?
Sure, but we don't know that. He has to improve first before we can make a judgment on that.
But Rob, what if I tell you that I can see the future and I'm related to Nostradamus and I can tell you for a fact that Vlahovic will be able to be better than Kane in the next 5 years? What do you say to that? What's your response?
Well, after we see it when it happens, because then we could maybe buy him then or something.
But Rob, I said I'm related to Nostradamus. I can see the future. I know when things will happen, and I promise you that he is going to be better than Kane. Why wouldn't you do the swap when I tell you this fact?
Sure, if he's better than Kane, then maybe, yes.
Abdul, what do you think about Vlahovic?
HH, do you want my honest opinion?
No, I want you to lie. Of course, I
Yeah,
want you to
lie
be
to
honest.
us, lie to us, lie to us.
Tell me your honest opinion. Of course, I want your bloody honest opinion. Man.
No, but actually, the problem is I'm on a yellow
It's like
card.
Cole saying, "Let me be honest." Bro.
Or do you want me to? Do you want to tell the truth? Or
No, the problem is I'm on a yellow card, HH.
No, Abdul, you're such a lawyer. That's what you are. You gotta.
No, but can we have like a referendum where like whatever I say is deductible?
Abdul, you go in with the risk of you're on a yellow. So, bro, you have to be brave.
HH, I've been saying for a while, and I've got to be honest. The H, he's clear of the land, HH. He's clear of the land.
No, that's an opinion that we can talk, because I was even going to bring up Haaland.
Why do you guys like picking on people that are injured?
No, but HH, I really think Juve, they done a deal of like the decade, bro. Because this guy,
I agree.
I see everything in him. I see
the kid
passion.
looks good, bro. The kid looks
I see
good. This kid looks good.
physicality. I see, and like the best thing about him is he's hungry. HH, he's hungry, and like there's a fire in him, bro. You can just see he's out there to prove a point and prove people who doubted him wrong. HH, honestly, yeah, I think this guy is gonna be like the next level. HH, even better.
Syria attacks.
I think. What do you mean? He's doing it in the UCL as well, man. So what I will say is, I think Juve, man, fair play to them. Fair play to them. Like, bro, they're low key. They're doing what Bayern are doing. Like, they're picking up the best talent in their own league, and like we don't criticize Bayern for it, so why criticize them? So fair play, Juve, bro. Dusan, he's the next big thing, man. Keep an eye out on him. But at the same time, don't overrate him too quickly. All right, wait. I probably done that a little bit there, but
How do you say don't do something, but you already did it? Abdul, man. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. But HH, you know, that goal he scored against Villarreal, it was superb, HH. Like the way he took it down.
Super finish. That was like in the first minute, that was a super finish. From the angle, he couldn't even see the goal defended in front of him. That's a super finish. You see, I can't. It's been a long time since I've seen a guy with the kind of quality of finishes that he's had. Because it's not just the goals, it's the way he's putting these goals away. And
bro, I think he's generational, in my opinion. Like people were calling hardwood generation. This guy's
relax. Let's chill with the generational and so forth. Because again, let's see what he does for Juve this season.
I think, but HH,
and also what's it called? Serbia are the World Cup.
HH, you know, I have one fear. I know, but HH, I have one fear. I have one fear. It is he is under a regime. He's playing under a terrorist regime.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave the guy alone.
I see João Felix part 2 happening. HH.
Leave Allegri alone.
We have to contact the UN.
Abdul Simeone is in a league of his own. Don't you dare compare Simeone and Allegri.
But Allegri's
they are
getting
similar.
bad. Allegri's getting bad.
No, Abdul, leave Uncle Maximiliano alone, okay?
No, but that's my only worry.
Yes,
because...
you know his full name. All right.
Wait, why are you defending Allegri though? Like,
no, but actually, did you see the Villarreal game? These guys scored in the 30th and then they defended for 80 minutes and 30 seconds.
Abdul, have you seen the table? Like, can you pull up the table, HH? This guy, they're 7 points behind the league leaders.
Yeah, but that's not because of them.
So why do you like defending this Taliban manager?
No, but
I'm endorsing
He's a United fan. I'm not surprised, man.
Guys, I am endorsing this league. Guys.
Yeah, see, why do you like defending this Taliban manager?
God, like it's not bad. I like to be fair though. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. This guy the Juve has been absolutely horrendous. They were in nowhere. They was not supposed to make the top 4. Now they're 7 points behind the league leaders. give Allegri his props, man. Give him his
Wait, no,
props.
but that's more
No,
of HH
cherish.
jinx tax than Allegri, man.
Guys, look at this. There's
2 draws.
He's
Oh
literally
my
7
God.
points. Well, even if homeboys win their game in hand, 8 points. And that's
HH,
if
look at
also Inter have
Atalanta's form.
Inter have
HH,
not
look at
won in the
Atalanta's
last
form.
4. Inter have not won a game in the last 4, so they're not guaranteed to even win their game in hand. So, bro, because here, guys, I don't care what anyone says. If Juventus win this Serie A, I have to induct this league. I have to.
HH, can I
HH,
ask you a
look at
question?
Atalanta's form. Look at
Hold on,
Atalanta's form.
guys. I have a question for the panel. When do you think HH said that Inter will win the league again before the else came?
I think it was
pretty sure.
before like the Champions League round of 16. I think it was like maybe
Yeah,
like
because
December
I'm
or
pretty sure
something.
they were on a winning run. Then X draw. Like, I mean, wow. This guy, you're powerful, Sha. That's what I'm going to say.
Can I say something?
Samara, go for it. Go.
First of all, say happy birthday to Jamal Musiala, who's tonight 19 years old. Thanks to that gift.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Wait, does he watch the Hangout, bro?
And then I would say I was. He is actually a good striker. Is he gonna be on Liver's level? I don't know. But he's in a dead club, in a dead league, so I don't know how his development will be. And Allegri is on Simeone's level, okay?
No. Come on. Be nice. Be nice.
No. You see, Samasi, there's defensive football and there's attacking.
Hold on. Samasi, shout out and everything. You know, it's good that we have representation here and so forth and everything, but
That's harsh. That's harsh.
Nah, man.
That's harsh.
So,
I don't think that was
the
the yellow.
So to remember, you're on the yellow. Abdul, you're on the yellow. Yassi, you're on the yellow. So I think we got 3 yellows happening then.
Can I say that you're a brick referee? Would I get a car for that?
Well, yes, yeah. If he starts talking slick to the referee, that's going to constitute to another.
Which
thing.
ref was worse, the penalty guy today or HH?
I mean, I don't want to say. I'm on a red.
Wait,
yellow.
hold on. Let me come to Ansi because he's not spoken. So Ansi, talk to me about the Vla.
The Vla, I think he still needs to prove himself to me in my eyes, because as I've said, I'm a former Spurs fan. I'm on loan, and I've seen great strikers who have played well for a few seasons and then go to a team and they do well at the start, but then they fall off. You know, we had someone called Roberto Soldado, and when he came from Valencia, he was one of the best strikers out there, and he was shit. He couldn't hit the post, let alone the net. So I still think he needs some time. Yeah.
This guy says Soldado.
You know, I basically ignored that. Come on, Vlahovic. Come on, can we trade Vlahovic for Lukaku? What are your thoughts there? That we can do a trade Lukaku for Vlahovic? Come on, are you there?
Yo.
Can we
Just left for
trade
a bit, sorry.
Lukaku for Vlahovic? Can we trade Lukaku for Vlahovic?
Yes, I'm not sure that you can trade, quality for Tim's or a tree trunk. Some people are calling, like when they see Timo and Lukaku up front, they're calling them Shrek and Donkey. It's peak out here, man. It's peak out here.
Okay, so I mean, how highly are people like Abdul just overreacting with this guy? He is quality. Again, I'll say it again, he is a damn good striker, and what he's done for how he's made such an instantaneous impact for Juventus, not only in Serie A and Champions League, is huge. So yes, I'm on the Vlahovic train, but do you believe in understanding this guy could be generational and be the best striker of his generation? Is that too early to say?
Yeah, it is way too early to say because, you just have to see how things play out in over someone's career, because it could be like a new player bounce. You know, you come into a new league, no, you come into a new club, and then all of you just have to hit a form like Ronaldo did when he came back to United. Like, you know, when Morata first came into Chelsea, you know, he was hot for, you know, a few months. You just have to see how things play out. But he does have the qualities, the types of finishing that he possesses, clinical, you know, the smart on the ball. He does look like the real deal, but again, you just have to wait. You can't just, be hyped over like a few goals here and there. You just have to see, how it works out over, maybe 2 or 3 years. Then we'll start calling it a generational talent. So,
HH. When I watch this guy, how well does he do in the eye test? I just want to know.
He passes.
I'd give him like a 70-something%.
Yeah, he's nice. I'm not lying to you. He's nice, bro.
He's nice on the ball. He's nice. He's
And
nice on the ball.
HH, I don't know. I know you don't want to touch on this, but you do understand that AC Milan's next 2 games is the Milan derby and Napoli, right? You do understand that, right? HH, I'm just saying. You do understand that, HH. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
HH.
what are you trying to say?
Oh, 7 points ain't all that bad. That's not all that bad. I've seen weird. How long have you watched the Serie A? I've seen weird things. I've seen 7 plus added additional time against the Atalanta game, where they should never have drawn that game, but they ended up drawing that game. Weird things happen in this league. And
so
this
are you saying
guy,
that Juve are going to win this league?
I'm telling you, never count Juve. Juve are like, I'm gonna use this analogy. Juve are like that. That like the horror movie you had, that that killer or whatever. They're like that. Juve, you have to like put them down multiple times. As long as they move, man, they still have a chance. As long as they're still hard beating, they still have a chance. I would never ever in my life count Juve out. Never in my life.
True shot. No, but see, if Juventus win this league, I'm telling you, there's a narrative here that's bro.
Yeah, yo,
that's
relax, God, like relax.
you don't
Is this a Chris narrative?
I'm just saying, bro.
No, but he did win though. He did win, I guess. Sorry.
Messi
He
left
happened.
Barca. Look at where they are. If Juve win this league,
No.
without
Gatlock,
a
do you know what a
certain
deeper one
Portuguese
is?
man in front.
No, Gatlock. My thing is that, again, I think these guys are not sniffing anything. But what if these guys starts to meander their way in the UCL and Vla keeps on scoring for them? Wait till we see. Wait, let me read this up. So from Mohammed bin Leak says, after Bram Putin affair, CFC CCL revoke City. No. You're not.
I mean, do you want that CCL?
That's not how it works.
Yeah, whatever. Vlahovic cleats. Okay. Lukaku wants to borrow my cleats. HH. Any advice before I send him my cleats? Don't send him your cleats. How about that? Just don't send him your cleats. That's the better thing to do. Marina Granos. Oh God. Oh Lord. Bold analyst doesn't give nicknames to Vlahovic. Vlahovic sucks. Look. Come on, these guys are clowns. Vlahovic succeeds. Stay away from CFC signings, you bold analyst. You ruined Werner, my German striker. Hashtag UCL.
But you do understand.
Marina Granskaya, how about you do your freaking job, because you're trashing your damn job, and stop sending me dubs. Focus on your job rather than send me dubs, clown.
So it's a literal war. There's a Russian and there's a Ukrainian board.
So obviously you got a yellow card for that. So shout out to Jamal Musiala. Mohammed bin Leak. Pep said no to Vlahovic last summer. These bold men have no knowledge. No offense to Mr. Half Hope. Vlahovic reminds me of Ruud van Nistelrooy. Hashtag UCL. If Pep had gotten Vlahovic, bro, we'd have serious issues. Casey, scoring in garbage Serie A easier than MLS. One good goal in the CL, then completely ghosted. Isaac Felix, the future. You said teams could play. I never said this. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yes, that's a lie. I never.
Wait,
Casey,
how many goals does
Casey, stop
Isak
lying to
have
me.
this
I never
season?
said that. I
Future
never
is
said
not
that.
enough.
That's a lie.
You said
I never
that?
said that.
You said that, HH?
I never said that.
Mm.
So
He said it.
Casey,
He said it.
Casey, how about you stop lying on Fox? I never said that. So guys, I want to now stop. Guys, this is where things could get very
Can I
bad.
speak about Vlahovic
No.
for a second?
Oh, okay, very
No.
quickly. Easy. Yes, very quickly. Brief. Go.
Yes, sir. Or-
Oh, sorry,
No,
Suleiman. Go for it.
Yeah.
Suleiman.
So I was wrong about Vlahovic. I'll admit that. The clips are out there. I thought he was the next Piontek. If y'all remember him when he came to AC Milan, he was doing well. Was it Genoa where he was banging goals? I think. So I thought
Fiorentina.
Vlahovic. Yeah. Oh, Fleur. No,
Fiorentina.
No, not Vlahovic. I'm talking about Piontek. Wasn't he at Girona when he was
Yeah,
banging those goals?
yeah.
So I
He's
think
new at Fiorentina.
Yeah. So I think I thought Vlahovic was going to be the same, where he would bang in goals for like a mid-table Serie A club, but when he moves to a bigger club like Juventus or AC Milan or Inter, he would fail. But obviously, he's proving me wrong right now, and I think he'll continue that way. So he has a bright future ahead of him. Good strike.
All right. So guys, let's hit.
Yo, can I
this.
speak quickly?
All right, real quick. Go for it, real quick.
Okay. I'm happy that everybody acknowledged him because, especially like Cobham, he said that it was a overrated high job, that it was garbage, and then
Wait. Hold on. When did I say this? I said.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Batch.
Huh?
What?
What the hell? Wait, what happened? Wait, Barry, what happened? Wait, Barry, what
You're looking for a dub.
So like, bro, like I'm just saying that like the abuse is much be as hap as the praise, but like I knew that like this guy it was that dude, and yeah, he just needed to be on the big stage. So like yeah, like the Champions League against Villarreal, he had a great performance. So like I just think that he needed that big platform to prove to people that he was that dude.
I think your connection cut out mid-sentence, I think, Barry.
No, he was muted. I'm pretty sure he was muted.
I think connection tax.
Oh, connection. If it was,
Okay. So guys, okay, like now, guys, let's talk. I want to converse to Abdul because Abdul, he was one of these guys here.
Where'd he go?
Now I want to bring this up because guys, I want to show that I'm fair. Now, Gartlock, I want to come to you first here. But then
Do we have to?
So yes, can you mute your mic? Gartlock, how many assists does Messi now have in Uber Eats?
Two goals.
Is it not 10 assists?
Gartlock, how many assists does Messi have in Uber Eats?
But I want to check him, man. Give me a sec. Let me check the stats. Okay.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up.
2 goals according to this. 10 assists.
I said assists. How many assists?
10 assists.
How's that fair, though?
How many goals?
2 goals.
So 6 goals and 10 assists in Uber Eats.
Prodigy tax.
So
how many of them have been to his daddy Mbappe?
Abdul, you hater. Abdul, you filthy stinking hater. 6 goals and 10 assists. Now what? Talk to me.
My brother, he's 8 years old.
Oh, I never know that young.
My brother could get 20 assists in that league.
Especially if you're spamming the through ball to the prodigy, right? Let's be honest.
Abdul, are you? When you look at what he did to those defenders at sentencing, are you not gonna give him credit? We've insulted this man so much.
He's just getting revenge for what sentencing did to him.
Hold on, no, please pull up the
just give him
table.
credit.
Pull up the Ligue table, please. Please, pull up the Ligue table.
This guy, he's just, ever since I joined the Have Hope football channel Hangouts, I've become, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's because of this bold guy here, but I became like more appreciative for clutchness. And the guy, actually, it's funny you have this picture up here. Up here we have a guy to the right, who has scored in a World Cup final. HH.
His name is the Prodigy, by the way. The Prodigy.
And then we have a guy on the left who bottled 3 consecutive Copa America finals. HH.
Speak on it. Speak
And
on
the
it.
World Cup final. HH, how can you bottle 4 finals in a row? That's impressive, you know. So what I will say is, HH, I think.
Yes, mute your mic. Yes, mute your mic. Yes, mute your mic, man. Mute your mic.
Gala
Okay,
gets
so
to go.
Abdul, let me get something straight. So you're not going to give Messi credits for those 2 assists against Saint Etienne?
HH, where's Saint Etienne located in France, HH?
Abdul, it doesn't matter. Abdul, it doesn't matter.
HH,
You guys are harsh,
you
man.
know the Swiss Alps, HH, they play on the mountains.
Oh my. Okay, I'm just saying that. So you're saying that they're not going to give him credit for the 2 assists against Saint Etienne?
I was promised 50 Gs and 10 match balls.
Can someone else talk instead of this? Jamal,
Dude,
can you-
man's playing against.
No,
Man was playing.
Jamal, can you? Oh, sorry. Let me come to Osasuna then. Jamal, Osasuna, can you please bring? Because you know Osasuna, you always bring in good objectivity here and so forth. So Osasuna,
Man was playing against.
Osasuna, you can only beat what's in front of you. Can you please just tell this clown?
You can only beat what's in front of you, and he can't even score against his previous manager. You know, like. I don't get it. He
Respect
can't, you know.
Etienne, man. Respect Etienne. He got us promoted. Respect.
Hey, A2.
Respect.
No, I see this PSG. I hear myself.
I was gonna say something, but I said I would be real, so I didn't say anything.
Go for it. No,
Yeah, Jabba, you're the nicest person on this Hangout, man.
No, yeah, I can't talk like this. I can't talk like this.
Guys, I'm so slow, man. Ali just got it now.
Seriously? Oh my god.
Wait, really?
No. When you say previous match, I say, oh, like, wait, what's previous team? Wait, so I thought, was because who did they play? Wait, was Ancelotti? Did Ancelotti ever manage Messi? He didn't manage Messi. I was like, oh, set it.
Even though your scalp is free, there should be more brainwaves going.
You're slow, man. You're slow.
Yeah.
No,
but
I hope your brother watches the Football Hots, even if he's 8 years old. I hope he's a fan. Make sure that he watches this show, man. Also, no, go for it, man.
I watch this team and I just watch us against Volcano and like we're screwed. We got dominated by Volcanoes, right? And meanwhile, Mbappe is dropping 2 pieces on Saint Etienne.
Have hope.
And Messi is balling out and dribbling through entire teams. Our defense is so penetrable. We got penetrated about 15 times today. We are lucky because Volcano can finish.
Easy.
But yes, Messi and Mbappe are going to completely destroy us. Like, we are screwed for that second leg. Like, I see the 2 performances. It's bad. And Asensio.
All right, Jamal, talk to me. Messi, is he back? Is that Messi back here to prove to all the others that he's still that dude? He can still say what's up.
Yeah, before I answer that question, I was just thinking in my head how it's funny that you guys are called Terrorist FC, Chelsea, and then the whole thing with Russia and Abramovich happens. So you guys are literally Terrorist FC now. I don't know. I just thought that. Please don't give me a yellow, HH. Don't give me a yellow. Don't give me a yellow.
Jamal, that's real. That's real.
Yellow.
That's real.
Bah.
No. No,
Bah.
actually, you're corrupt now. You're corrupt now. No. This is corruption. This is corruption. This is corruption.
So just
Disgrace.
to keep everyone updated.
Yes.
Disgrace.
So to keep
Yes.
everyone updated, so Abdul, Yasir, Jamal, and Samasi are both on yellows. So
This is a disgrace.
Can I ask why I get that yellow?
This is worse if you're being than in the
comparing
Premier
Pissed
League.
off the ref.
combining the actions of Putin with the terrorism football and everything was below the belt.
Why
So
is
that's
he
why you
called
got a
Bram?
yellow.
But yeah, man, and
He's
Messi.
called Abramovich. He's not called. I don't know who Roman Abramovich is. Why is he called Bram? See, guys, I try to warn you. You insulted Chelsea. You insulted me. This is the response. If you had been nice, if you had just been respectful to Chelsea, being nice, played nice, Bram wouldn't have done this. You.
YSK Jackson, why are you here?
Is that really why it's
He's back.
That's my thing. I'm not even sure whether wait, is this the real YSK?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure the guy just put.
I don't think it is, man. It's basically. So guys actually call me just to drop receipts. Jamal, please talk, please talk.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, yeah, man. The Messi heat is real, man.
Jamal,
You guys
it's crazy,
hate Messi.
Jamal. It's unfair.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. That-
Jamal, Aubameyang
Mm.
outscored him in 90 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But still, shout out to him for getting 10 assists, man. But guys, if we're being real, we don't really care about what happens in Uber Eats. It's what he does against Real Madrid.
Yep.
And if this guy drops a two-piece or gets a hat-trick of assists or something crazy, just be influential on that game. Bro, who cares what he's doing in Uber Eats? Who really cares? So yeah, man. So that's what I can't wait for that Real game, man. It's gonna be good.
I mean, for me, PSG, I think they've got the. I think they're slowly coming through, especially if Neymar is fully fit. I'm not sure how Real are able to stop them. Who else wants to talk on this whole?
Let me talk real quick, and I'm about to leave guys. It's
All right,
pretty-
Yasir, Gatlock, then Samasi. Yasir, talk to me.
First, okay. So, Messi. Did you watch the game, HH?
Bits of it, but not of the full thing.
Okay. The prodigy, he's scary, HH. This guy was different today. He was absolutely different today. There was an assist he gave to just Sagana Gay. Well, where he what was it like? His inside foot curved it. It was beautiful. HH. It was the prodigy is balling. Prodigy is in my opinion, he's the best player in the world right
Wasn't
now.
it Delino Pereira instead of Guy?
No, my bad. Yeah, Delino. Sorry, man. It's yeah, I mean,
It's all good, bro.
so yeah.
mixing up
Did
black
you
players
watch
with
the match this year?
No, I did. I just Idrissa Gana Gay, Delino Pereira,
Wait, were you drinking or were you doing?
No. HH, my bad.
So all black people look the same now?
Silly,
Wow.
easy. Okay. Anyways, so no, he was balling and Messi was doing his thing, but HH he was playing a lot. I think both assists was to. Was it to? Yeah, it was to Mbappe.
Yeah.
Both assists was to Mbappe. Mbappe was different. This is Mbappe's team, and it's just interesting to see how Messi is literally like Mbappe's side piece. So, yeah. Anyways, with the whole Real Madrid thing, Real Madrid have nothing to fear. They got Benz. They got Benzema. So, as long as they have Benzema, they can live. And so that's all I'm gonna say, guys. I'm gonna be out. We're all. By the way, before I leave, we're all more other than Jamal and Hassan. We're all London Blues tomorrow, right? Or is it just
No. We're Liverpool fans tomorrow, man. We can't let Abramovich.
No,
Thank you,
I'm
Yasir.
rooting for Chelsea.
Thank you, Yasir. Gatlock, talk to me, man. Gatlock, talk to me.
I didn't watch this game, but I kept track of it because I'm pretty sure Saint Etienne, I think they were last or something. When I saw the table and what
14th.
they are 17th, I believe, or 16th or whatever.
14th place.
And I'm pretty sure they're just 1 point between. Bro, the relegation battle in Liga is tight, man. I mean, it's literally.
It's like flying.
Gatlock. Can you just focus on
HH is
Messi's
1 point.
twist?
It's literally 1 point between 16th and 20th.
I'm gonna check this trash. Just keep talking. Keep talking, my friend. Just
Anyways,
keep talking, man.
so this guy is literally playing against a team that probably could be last tomorrow. So it's that kind of situation where, bro, no disrespect. And how many of
You guys are
Messi's
harsh, man.
assists has been to his daddy Mbappe? Let's be honest. I mean, how many of his assists has been to his daddy, man? Like, I've been looking at those 10 assists. I'm pretty sure 2 of them were to Mbappe, man. Because I'm just looking at Messi. I'm looking at, because what I was expecting from PSG was Messi go, maybe Neymar assist. Yeah, see what I'm talking about, bro.
That's mad.
Gatlock continue.
Yeah, but anyway, you can see what I'm saying here, man. Like, Messi, good for you, man. Nobody really cares about what you do in the league, so it's all about what you did against Real Madrid, which you missed a penalty, but still, in the second leg, we were expecting you to do something, and after that, we need your quarterfinal, semi-final performances and whatnot. But the thing is, look, at least Messi is doing something in comparison to his other guy. So yeah, 10 assists is chilled. It's just that with the way people were talking, because I remember in the beginning of the season, Messi will take the number 10 from Neymar. This will be his team. If PSG wins the Champions, it's going to be because of Messi. Well, he's becoming the assist merchant. He's literally becoming homeboy side piece instead of him being the man. I'm just saying, like,
man's passing to number 7.
Yeah, he's passing to homie number 7, who is the one feeding. And shout out to Mbappe, man. He wants to go to Real Madrid, but he's been professional in the way he's handling PSG.
Yeah, very professional.
And
very professional.
you did make a good point, HH. The question now is, if Mbappe leaves, who is he going to be feeding? If, like, Mbappe leaves, like, who is Messi going to be feeding?
Icardi.
Abdul, you're not getting Haaland. Abdul, you're not getting Haaland. Relax, bro. Relax.
I don't know, HH, man. Haaland, HH, no disrespect. I mean, Bundesliga is a tough league, and we know that. When I mean tough, I mean like high intensity. But let's be honest. How many? I don't want to say how many. BLM centre backs are there that will go against Haaland, which is injury, which is injury record.
Dang.
I'm just saying.
Wait, all right. Samasa, can you please take a word about
I'm just saying, man, because Haaland's injury record is shit.
I swear there's only one good German centre back, and he plays in Chelsea, and that's Rüdiger. Let's face it. First of all, I want to apologize to Messi because the man is clutch. All right, finals, semi-finals, quarterfinals. He's always there. When his team needs him, he doesn't disappear. A2 was clutch, Messi.
Nah,
I
trolling,
think she's
man.
been sarcastic.
I was kind of confused when she said clutch and Messi in the same sense.
AJ, that's a red card, man. That's a red card.
Suleiman.
It's not sarcastic if you didn't understand it.
No, it was sarcastic. Yeah,
Well, that's a warning. You are skirting the line of it because that was almost a second bookable offense. From official VAR says checking. Wait, mate, who hired you to be freaking VAR?
Bro, the fact that you're Premier League VAR.
No, someone has to be
What
back.
the hell do you think you are? Official VAR? Get the heck out of here, man.
If Everton gets relegated, I blame the VAR. My God, how does not the handball? I don't get it.
Oh, no,
English
it's
refs
madness.
are the worst refs in all of the 5 best leagues.
I mean, there's
I
a
don't
reason
know.
why they don't go to
They're
the World
amongst
Cup
the worst.
so often.
They're amongst the worst. Casey, I told you Lionel Messi Mbappe connection was dangerous. But how come Mbappe only has 6 goals in the Uber Eats? Casey, I have no idea why. Casey, maybe you can answer that for me. But
I
yeah,
don't know why Mbappe has 6 goals in the Uber Eats
Mbappe
either.
is carrying this team. He's in Paris. Casey, you're right. Mbappe is carrying this team. Yes, I know. Wait, Abdul, is this you?
Yeah.
Aubameyang has out.
That's actually true.
Wait.
No, he hasn't.
Bro, Coutinho's
Yeah.
done the same thing.
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean? Two different leagues. What do you mean?
He scored more than him
In the Premier League and La Liga, man.
Dude, Coutinho did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, how many goals does Coutinho have in La Liga? Like before he left?
I think he had like three or four.
Three. So
Yeah.
wow, Messi, man, this guy's in the mud.
LSK Laxon says, "Hey, it's me. I'm on. Oh, hey, he's on holiday. Hashtag corruption. Hashtag Bram. Hashtag Champions League. Wildcat Jackson, how about you actually figure out how to win a freaking trophy?"
I don't
So
actually
guys,
think that's
look,
biased,
man. We will end it on this, man. All I want to hear are scores, man. All right, what's the time right now? All I want to hear are scores, man. All I want to hear are scores. So guys, remember, man. Remember to check out my other channel, Half Up Sorts, man. We are building up to Batman. The new Batman film comes out on Friday. I'm reviewing a different Batman film every single day in a build up to that blood-ass film, man. Robert Pattinson better not screw up. But look, the suit is trash. But first of all, Jamal, talk to me. Jamal, look, man, Jamal. I know you want all four trophies. So Jamal,
Vampire bat.
tell me your thoughts on this game. How are you feeling? Do you really want this Carabao Cup? How badly do you want it? Are you scared of Kante? And go easy on Marcos Alonso and Sa.
You know what it is?
And Lukaku isn't starting. Was that? Who?
I didn't want this cup at the start. I don't really rate it, but it's just because it's Chelsea. I just want to be Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea, man. Because
No, Jamal. Why don't you like Chelsea? What's the reason? Apart from, and I don't say racism. That's separate. Apart from
no,
racism.
not because of that. The reason why I don't like Chelsea is, bro. Do you remember around 2007, 2008? It had a time we always meet together. Liverpool and Chelsea always play in the Champions League, FA Cup, Carling Cup. Yeah, these guys they always meet, and I think that was around Benitez and Mourinho time. And that's where the rivalry starts from. And you guys beat us. We beat you guys. Hashtag go school. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
But then you guys beat us in a lot of final. And Drumba, man, that's why I hate this guy as well. He always scores against us. So yeah, man, that's why I hate Chelsea. But it is I'm confident. I feel we can win this game. Because we have a good, fully fit team. And yeah, I seen I watched your previous show and you was talking on Mane as a striker. You know, since Mane come back from Africa, Klopp has played him as a number 9 HH. And you know what? He's look good in there. Because Firmino is injured and Jota is always he's injured as well. And bro, the guy has looked good as a number 9. So I don't know if that's a new position. I would love to see how he does it tomorrow. But bro, HH, I'm going 2-1. I'm going Diaz and Salah.
And is this in regulation or extra time?
90.
Ooh. Samasi, give me a scoreline. Chelsea, Liverpool.
I'm rooting for Chelsea for the first time in whatever. I would say, but Liverpool are gonna win at least one goal from Salah, so I would say 2-1 for Liverpool.
Cobham.
Oh boy.
He's not starting. Lukaku ain't starting this game. You know that. So.
Yeah, but you know who is Mugabe. So
no,
his performance.
Malang Sa is gonna be there.
No. Listen, if I see Mugabe on that wing trying to cross into emptiness, I will go down to London and I will slap him personally.
Look, after Salah has messed with his head, bro. Lord in heaven. So give me a score.
Because Alonso's probably going to start and Salah's looking to cook, it could be like 3-1 Liverpool.
Salah cannot lose 2 finals in February. That kind of. If that happens, you gotta watch Salah.
Come on, what score did he say?
I'm saying 3-1 Liverpool, but Klopp has never won it at Wembley, so I find out at Wembley. So
Your boy Casey says Chelsea 1-0, the Champions League winners and the world champions at its peak.
To clearly ban at
Casey,
his peak.
Casey,
Wow.
thank you for the kind words, Casey. Thank you for the kind words. Suleiman, give me a scoreline, man.
Before I do that, could you put your hands up? It's owl time, man. It's hit the
I'm
3
not
hour
gonna, no,
mark.
guys. Our time.
Come on.
It's been stopped. Trust me, our time has
Okay.
been stopped. Our time has been stopped.
Okay.
Go for it.
I think we're gonna comfortably beat Liverpool. I'm confident in our team.
Suleiman,
What? Let me
Suleiman,
predict.
you're either a
Let me
Barca fan
predict.
or a Lugo fan. You're either a Barca fan or a Lugo fan.
I think we'll get the best of them within 90 minutes. I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea. I think Salah will still score, but we got this, bro.
Also, Suleiman, give me a scoreline.
I mean, I could give you something stupid like 3-2 Chelsea, Timo Werner with a hat trick, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, I see the potential for this to be just a terrible, terrible match, like actual to kill a man. Like, this could just be 0-0. And I think what's going to happen is Kepa redemption story is going to complete itself. I think Kepa, like, after the League Cup final in 2019, he's going to come clutch in this one and save a couple of penalties to win the Chelsea on penalties after a 0-0 to Caliban draw.
Gatlock, score.
I think it's going to be a score draw, and I think it will go to penalties. And on that, I don't know who's going to win.
Abdul?
HH, you know they call Pulisic the LeBron James of football. You know, did you see that celebration he hit after he scored against Lille?
Yeah.
Yeah, the greater or something.
To me, he's looking like the James Charles of football, HH.
He is.
Is the James Charles of football going to play?
Can I have a scoreline, please? So can I please have a scoreline?
It depends on
all I need from you right now is a scoreline.
4-0 Chelsea, HH. I think.
Rob.
I drop another one.
Rob. Actually, yeah,
Drop another now.
Let me just drop another one on this dude. Wait, hold on. All right, Rob. Right now, Rob, I'm not allowed to get away with this because Rob, you always give very short answers. And Rob, I want you now to give a detailed answer as to how you think this game will gonna go and the scoreline. Rob, I don't want any short answers and there's a long pause. I need you, Rob, to go into detail, talk about the players, talk about their wives, talk about their lives. Rob, even talk about yourself, because Rob, I want to know about you, your history, where you grew up, your school, and how you became Dutch. So give me as much detail. And Rob, tell me a story. Tell me a story about this game. Starts with once upon a time. Tell me a story about how this game is going to go.
Rob, be careful, man. This guy might, yeah. Owl time, man. Relax. Be brief.
I'm not. Rob, go for it. Score. Rob, you are a legend in this whole thing, and I've also
Everyone, let's leave, man. Peace out, HH.
And not you. How am I going to get?
No, guys, take care, man. Take care.
And also, I need to take this job as well. I need to take this job as well. So, Rob, go for
it. Legend, man.
But I actually question HH.
Jamal, go for it, man.
Smash or pass, Chilo.
What? What? Did you just say smash or pass? What? Well, from David T says, bro. Oh wow! I've just gone videos of Ukrainians blocking Africans from going into the trains. Sympathy gone. Oh damn! That is unfortunate, bro. Hopefully that's not true, man. David. Hopefully that's not
true,
man. Oh, Jesus. So look.
Wait, what's your prediction, HH?
My prediction is I don't make predictions, man. Guys.
Doesn't want to jinx it.
Peace out.
By the way, Yun,